Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening to all y'all. Look at you guys, beautiful people up in here. All right, so first off, I just want to say we got an exciting guest this evening. And we let's go ahead and start. We'll go through and say what's up to everybody, all the channel members, and see some channel member chats out there too. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. And yeah, we got an exciting conversation about um, pews and gear and all sorts of cool stuff. So we're going to jump into it, and not to mention some current events that have been unfolding in the world right in front of us, right at our feet. So let's go ahead and jump in. As we all know it, Kurt is always first, even if he lets you take first. So Kurt 24, my guy, congratulations. You're always first in my heart, at least. But congratulations, nevertheless. You are due at least one high five. Psh, congrats. And let's see all of our other channel members. We got Senor Bob. What's up, Senor Bob? Good to see you. Let's see, Bob, Kurt 24. We got a Rusty Shackelford. What's up, brother? Of course, my apologies. Bob is also a channel member. We got Rusty Shackelford, also a channel member with the salute chat. Appreciate that. Let's see, Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. And I did switch up the whatchamacallits in the back. I had to keep the Chrome Draco. I just had to, right? It's a Chrome and Plum Draco, right? And then also, you know what? Anyone that can guess what that is back there, um, maybe I can see if I have something up here that you could win. But you would at least win some bragging rights if you can guess what that is. Otherwise, I'm going to be mostly covering it for for most of the stream. Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Another channel member, of course. Mike McClune, what's up, my guy? Always hitting the algorithm with the dinner. I like that. Uh, well on tonight on tonight dinner menu, ground beef, taco, salad, tortilla chips, and black bean salsa. Let's get cooking in Chef Mike's kitchen. Beautiful. Well, the funny thing is that the last like dozen streams that I've done are demon. You know, YouTube was like, not gonna have it. Why are my lights different colors? Hold on. Clap, clap, bam. There we go. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, they're hitting me every chance they can get, and obviously, I don't care about the financial aspect of it. Monetization means literally nothing. It just means that they don't put my channel in front of other people. I'll be lucky if they push my ish out to my own subscribers. Alas, here we are. Okay, Mike McClune, my guy, also a channel member. We got Joe Morris. What's up, fam? Another channel member. Great to see you. Let's see, Mike, Bob, Joe. Let's see, Mike, Kurt 24 with the channel member chat. Member for 19 months. He says almost out of the teenage months. Bro, you're almost there. 20 months. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. Let's see, Kurt 24, Toy Town, my guy, Armitage. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Let's see, Kurt 24, Armitage, Zanti Misfit, my guy. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. ADXR920, great to see you. Another channel member who also received. Did you receive that? The packet? Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Either way, if you didn't get it yet, it's coming to you. It's coming to you. It's on the way. Hey, I'll tell you what. To all the people that purchased the Shadow Systems Glock lower parts kits on eBay, I'm mailing those things out in like 12 hours or less, bro, because I got to keep my 100% whatchamacallit on eBay. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate you. ADXR920. You're my guy. Montana, what's up, bro? Great to see you. Another channel member, of course. Good evening, gentlemen, he says. Great to see you. Let's see. ADXR920, Kurt 24. ADXR, Kurt 24. Flying Rich, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member, of course. We got Zanti. Too many choices. What's up, brother? Another channel member. I already said what's up to Zanti, though, right? Zanti Misfit, another channel member, my guy. Although I secretly think Zanti Misfit is a girl, but it's okay. It's okay. I won't tell. Don't ask, don't tell. Armitage, my guy. Too many choices. What up? Too many choices went and dropped a DLD After Dark video, like using the audio like Rich does, but I can't get mad at too many choices because Rich did it like 250 times. So it's all good. Testing, testing, one, two, three. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. Madam, Man Against the Masses, our resident meme artist who's back at it again. Can't wait to see what you come up with tonight. Kurt 24, testing, testing, one, two, three. Detective Young King Bao. DLD After Dark. There still isn't a red roof flag. Okay, I know. And I was actually like, dang, I'm going to have to go on another live stream and not have the store ready. But I did say that I would get it ready by this weekend. I also spoke with Kurt, and he sent me a message and he was like, okay, bro, I know why you didn't do the shop. It was the Glock logo, wasn't it? Because I had the Glock logo with the glowies, and Crump was like, dude, don't do that. You're going to get sued by the largest handgun manufacturer in the world. And I was like, yeah. And then I completely revamped the shop and then created a new one. And I totally got sidetracked after that. And then CRS got sentenced, which was forever ago. And then I just kind of totally been thrown off my bearings after that. But I am almost done. I have like one or two products I got to change, which I haven't been able to get to yet. And then it'll be up. So this weekend, I'm going to work on it by the stroke of midnight tomorrow night, or I guess Sunday night, Monday morning. It will be done. And I promise you, you're going to be happy with the flag that's going to be in there. And actually, that's been one of the biggest things I've been torn with is the one that I did was an upside down American flag of dead ATF agents. I should have said that differently. Um, so I've been kind of thinking about things that I should probably change on that store. I know, but like you said, Allah wills it. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, let me stop. All right, focus, focus. Okay, Man Against the Masses, Armitage, 551. Man, you're close. Glock. Okay, technically Montana, yes. Technically Montana's correct. But it's not. It's not. Caramel. Is that a? I'm sorry. Is that a guess? Um, the EDC light. Okay, hold on. Are y'all guessing what? I don't know. I don't know. Sig 553 tag. Oh, y'all are in the right neighborhood. Y'all are in the right neighborhood. Um, Sig 556. It's probably the lame American Sig copy. Hey, this is a Swiss Sig. Okay, this is the 556 SWAT. I mean, it's not really Swiss, but it's still dope though. It's dope. That ish was $2,500. I didn't pay that, but it's dope, dude. The thing is a tank, bro. It's a tank. I love it. The only thing, there's a flaw. There is a flaw with that SBR, and I don't plan on getting any other tax stamps in the future. But yeah, we'll talk more about that. It is the Sig 556 SWAT, and I'm pretty sure. Hold on, do I have to cut my camera to do this? I'm pretty sure it's the American Sig. I don't think it's the Swiss Sig. I always wanted to put the Swiss stock on it though, because that Sig right there, it's a 10. It says 10-inch SBR. It's actually 10 and a half. Like the box paperwork and all that says 10. Sig, it's 10 and a half. Trust me. And then the stock on it is foldable and adjustable, right? And it is such a terrible failure point. So I want to put the Sig stock on it because the Sig stock doesn't collapse, and it's a little bit more dense in that hinge area. So I just think it would kind of better my chances from it breaking and turning into an AOW in the field. But I'll be honest, that's not going to be the gun I grab if Ish pops off. Just saying. Armitage, Detective Young Kimbo, Any Misfit. Let's see. JC9, my guy. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Hey, Dark, Uber, Panzer Division Commando. Dang, JC9. Let's see who else we got. Barton Fink, what's up, brother? The DLD logo banana cleaner is going to be fire. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Love it, love it. JC9, we got Joe Morris, Senor Bob. Who else we got? Barton Fink, and of course, any other channel members in here, sound off, and we'll go ahead and get it popping. We got Gray Gunner for the honorable mentions. We got Senor Jan Rice. Great to see you, Mr. Rice Fack. Dangle Matt, my brother, what's up? Let's see who else we got. I hear they run like duty, bro. I have got like 7, maybe 8,000 rounds through that. Zero malfunctions. Literal zero malfunctions ever, ever. Maybe, just maybe, what it is you don't run those terrible Zytel Sig magazines in it, and it will probably work. Use a quality AR-15 mag. Mine's probably overgassed because I'm running a can on it, but suppressed, unsuppressed, never had a malfunction. It's got like probably 8,000 rounds through it. I haven't shot it in a while, but the thing's money. It's just so heavy, crazy heavy, stupid heavy. We got Big Mac Defense out there. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Let's see. And yes, Montana was partially correct. I have Glocks out there too. If you can see, I got the the Glock with the 40 round Chris Super V mag. You can tell I'm an old boomer. I called it a Super V. You know what I'm saying? The Chris 40 round Glock mag out there. Let's see who else. Gray Gunner. Where are my other guys at? Hey, Thirsty Colt. What's up, brother? My side hurts. What's up, fellas? Why is your side? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. But Thirsty Colt, it's great to see you. I've missed you. Marconi, great to see you. When's the 2.0 coming out, bro? DB, my guy, what's up, brother? DLMFD. I can always count on that when I come in and see you in the chat, no doubt. Howard J, my guy, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Wire Tight, great to see you. Let's see. I saw some other folks up in here, but we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guest in just a moment. So stop rubbing one out. I can see you backstage, and I'll bring you back on in camera. And Black Diamond Guns and Gear, my guy. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring on my guest. Let's see, Detective John Kimball. Got to dip him in ranch. Hold on, dip what in ranch? Black Diamond Guns Gear, my guy. Let's see, Thirsty Colt. I miss Daddy Dark's beautiful face and feet. Well, play your cards right, and you may get a feet pick. So here's the difference, though. Nowadays, though, on my live streams, I'm actually standing. I know, crazy, right? I'm standing. I'm actually standing. I don't know why that blew so many people's minds. They were like, "What? You're standing? I thought you were sitting this whole time." Like, bro, what do you think? What do you think I am? An LPS? That's a lazy piece of all right, moving along. Okay, so Greg Gunner, Jin Champ, what's up, fam? Good to see you. I don't see Gerchop either. I don't know. Where's everybody at, bro? Where's everybody at? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring on my guy. You may have seen him before. My man Jonah coming through. You may have seen him previously with well, you know what? We'll go ahead and introduce him. I'll let him do the talking. Let's welcome Jonah with Big Mac Defense.
What's going on?
What's up, brother? Good to see you.
You've been standing this whole time?
Not the whole time. There was a time that I wasn't standing, but then I started standing, and then from that moment, I've been standing.
I thought you were like 5'3", dude.
Dude, everyone thought somebody was like, "Dark, are you like 5'4" or something?" Like, what? I'm 6 feet tall, dude. Y'all don't see me
You Ben
like.
Shapiro'd us.
I know, right? Goon Beam, my guy. What's up, brother? Great to see you.
Oh, Goon Beams. All of the Goon Beams.
All of the Goon Beams. I actually got one right back here as well. Swoop. With the little thingamajobber on it. With the little. Mm-hmm. So I also carry the Goon Beam in the pocket right here. The EDC with the boom bow. Right, that thing is money. Oh, nice. Are you rocking it everyday carry too?
Yeah, and I got the 18650 too.
Dark U56, bro. Have you seen me like in pictures with other content creators? I'm not 5'6". Big Easy,
He's like
what's up, bro?
the size of Kick Up Dust.
I know, right? I'm like 4'8". I'm just kidding. Big Easy, great to see you, bro. Thirsty Colt, thank you, Kurt. Okay, hold up. Oh, hold on. Are you telling me that right now StreamYard is okay? After all these years, StreamYard and YouTube are talking to each other, and now they're actually showing when somebody gifts memberships. Holy God. Now, in their defense, I also never reached out to them and say, hey, just to say, hey, StreamYard and YouTube, y'all don't talk to each other and we can't see when people give memberships. But alas, here we are. Kurt gifted 5 DLD After Dark memberships. My brother Kurt, thank you, my guy. Great to see you. I appreciate you. And thank you for just, contributing to the masses. Kurt 24. So we got looks like I don't know, Goonbeam, I think was already a hey, too rich. What's up, fam? All y'all that got a membership from my guy John Rice got one. That's awesome. Great to have you here. So Jonah, big fish. What's up with all the turkeys coming in here, man? Wasn't there a turkey stream tonight? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Did we miss it? Howard J got one. Nice, nice. Anyway, so Jonah, you were probably recognizable to some of our viewers here. They probably remember you being with Integrity Firearms, and you've branched out and done your own thing, and you launched your own shop. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, I was with Integrity, Alton, and me, and it was just easier. We were really far apart from each other, so split off, started my own thing, Big Mac Defense.
Nice.
So got the FFL, going for the SOT. Focus on a little bit of everything, man. Night vision, firearms, accessories, everything from the cheapest stuff to the most expensive stuff, everything in between.
Nice. Yeah, it's funny. I think a lot of people when they think about you and Alton too, I think a lot of people think like, "Oh, Jonah, he's the night vision guy." And that's true, right? But I called you the other day and I was like, "Yo, I need a handguard." And you're like, "All right, I got you. Which one?" You
Everything,
know,
man. There's
everything.
nothing I'll say no to, except some Tauruses. I won't sell
Ooh, I
those.
don't think anyone here is going to be mad at that. But I will say that oh, I got the photo. Thank you, Kurt. You're the man. You're the man, man. Actually, that brings up a good point. I should probably bring up my chat so I can actually see what y'all are
Yeah, my
saying.
Instagram's still bare. I have nothing on it yet. I just started it, so I got to start posting some content. I got some stuff queued up.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he literally just did this, and actually in like record time. So you're getting your 0702 SOT. So you're
Yep,
going to be like building machine guns with your feet, like Hyper Pass. Like, what are some of the plans you
slowly,
got? Slowly.
as needed for law enforcement demonstrations.
Of course, of course. Uh, Tim Hapa, what's up? Another channel member. And we also got Z, my guy, channel member. Great to see you. So what are some of your plans now that you're kind of building your own thing? What are some of your plans? Anything
I think
specific you're going to focus on, or?
getting into a retail space at some point is the biggest goal. But continuing on the same path, still doing a lot of stuff with night vision. Just got a new L3 built 914 Alpha in
Oh
stock.
yes. Okay, we need to
These are
talk about that.
these are the ones I called you about. These things are crispy.
Okay, so guys, just so you know, all right, everyone, not a lot of people dive deeply into night vision, right? When they hear about it, they're like, "Oh, I know like something about like white and green, and then like something about 14 and aviation something, right?" So this tube that Jonah got is built by L3 Harris, okay? It is an aviation grade unit, and it is a PVS 14 that is built with the same tube as the 31 Alpha, and it is motherfucking flashbang proof. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's get a look at that mofo. I'll put you solo up here. Ooh, who would have thought so
Some
much
extra stuff on
money?
there too. I got the iris lenses, but it's basically a mil spec PVS 14 body, and just it's the 1610 intensifier tube they're called. So it's a proprietary tube. None of the builders can get these tubes. It's only built by L3. That's when they put the tubes in here. It's crispy, man.
Who would have thought that you could
And
fit so much?
if anyone ever just wants a 101 in night vision, like nothing or a little bit, feel free to call me. My number's posted on my Facebook. It's posted on our website. call me and I'll give you a walkthrough. Even if you don't want to buy anything, I'll just explain night vision to you. I have fun with it. It's my passion. I enjoy it.
Dude, I mean, I'll be honest, like when I first met y'all and you and I started talking, I was like I didn't know anything and I was like, yeah, night vision is just one of those things that I never really got into. And you're like, hold on, you got like 30 something Glocks, but you don't have night vision? like
Exactly.
like the logic there, right? But then after kind of learning more about it, understanding it, of course I've always been curious, but I've never actually started like studying it, right? And I still haven't studied it, but you kind of gave me like a 101 course on everything and kind of starting to understand stuff. Now I can tell like some dudes, bro, some dudes when they start throwing out like specs and this and that and that, I'm like, okay, that's too far for me. I don't know. I don't get it. But man, you're by far one of the most knowledgeable people in night vision that I've had the pleasure of speaking to.
Yeah, Kurt, I do have Facebook as well, facebook.com/Big Mac Defense. And we have some more stuff posted on there, but I've just got it. So just so everyone knows, the business is not my day job. I do IT as my day job. The business is fun for me, man. I don't care to make $1 million on this business. And other people that have bought stuff from me know. I go
Yeah.
below map on things. Uh, I'm really fair with pricing. I don't need to
Yep.
make $1 million off you. I'd rather you get something cool that you're going to enjoy. I get more pleasure out of that. And knowing that you'll come back when you need something else. That's cool for me.
You know, I was gonna make a joke about how you're like the least greedy Jewish person that I ever met, but that probably
Yeah.
wouldn't go over well right now.
See, I'm frugal with my stuff, but with everyone else's stuff, dude, the money doesn't matter. I'd rather have
Right.
cool toys and things and get them at a good price and sell you something at a good price as well.
Damn, Black Diamond Guns of Gear, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Naughty After Dark is at the end of this month. You should be there. Yeah, I heard about that, and thank you for
Where
the
is that?
so I think it's in like Nashville or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it's basically like a night vision event, from what I understand. Like
I'll
Naughty
go.
After Dark. Yeah, I mean that would be a good opportunity. I had never heard about it until this year.
I I've heard about it. I just never really read into it. Sweetwater, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, I wasn't too far off. I think I said, did I say Tennessee? Nashville?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever, something like that. Yeah. My wife said she would rather night vision than a ring. Dang, you got to keep her, bro.
yeah, right. She's a keeper for sure.
Yes. Dang. Hey, and Kurt24, thank you for posting the link for Big Mac Defense. That's what's up. Let's see. It's put on by Opie and the Smokies.
Opie and the
Yeah.
Smokies. Yep. I know. Okay, I
Yep.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ultimately, I
Uh
just want to see people with the same cool gear I have access to. That's what it comes down to in the end of the day.
Dark, you need to throw those empty P80 boxes at the local ATF office. So here's the funny thing. Behind my computer over here, I have a stack literally from the floor to, I don't know, 5 feet up in the air. I mean, there's easily 200 of them there, because it's a pain. When you're throwing P80 boxes in a shipping bag, right, in the USPS padded envelope, you can't fit more than one in there. Okay. But if you take it out and you put it in a little USPS foldable box and then put the box inside the bag, you can fit two in there. So I also, just for like security reasons, don't want to ship P80 boxes because you can see the P80 through the shipping thing. And when, if for some reason, like I run out of boxes or whatever, if I need to ship them in a P80 box, I literally take a Sharpie and mark out over it so you can't see the P80 through. Because I don't want dudes to be running around delivering packages and have a big P80 thing shining through the the padded envelope, you know. So I got about, excuse me, I got about 200 empty P80 boxes over there that I could just dump in front of the NFA branch, the ATF office. I
We
mean,
make like an AR upper that launches P80 boxes with blanks. Is that
ooh,
a
that'd
thing?
be cool. Yeah, like kind of make it like I guess we can make it useful for something else too, like a pizza box launcher, but then also use it for P80 boxes. for like pizza delivery boys, you know?
I was at an event last weekend with a group called NC Goon Gaggle. Someone brought
NC
a can
Goon.
cannon. They tied a bunch of hot dogs together, shoved it in the can cannon, and launched the hot dogs downrange.
Did they blow up when they went
Oh,
out or
they gone. I couldn't
oh
see
my
them.
god.
They flew in a solid piece, and once they hit the ground, they just everywhere.
Dude, that's crazy. That's
The goal
crazy.
was we told someone to go bend over at the other end of the range.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Dude, I was watching dude at the IV-88 machine gun shoot. I mean, really it's just a range day, right? But at the IV-88 range day, they had skeet shooters there. They had a skeet machine, and I was running the shotguns for a little bit too, and it was a blast. But they also had a little father daughter duo, and the father was shooting cans out of a can cannon, and she was shooting them with a shotgun.
They were
Like,
doing that
yeah,
there. They would shoot a
nice.
Coke can, and everyone would shoot at the can.
Yeah, that's a fun little thing. T for Tejas, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member, of course. Let's see. Build a P80 bummers on your car with the boxes. Bumpers?
Bumpers.
Bumpers. Dark has enough PD boxes to build a legit ass fort. So I've actually thrown away like a couple hundred too. I mean, dude, I've sold like 4,000 jigs. So like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. It got to a point when I was like, man, I wish I had enough P80 boxes to build like a P80 wall. And then like 4 months later, I was like, man, I wish I had a way to get rid of this many P80 boxes. It changed things for sure. Who else said some DLD After Dark? That's when you put a fake label from Flowers Unlimited. Oh my god. Frag out. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Oh no, hot dogs. Oh, he's got a story about hot dogs. Um yeah, so when it comes to like everyday carry and stuff like that, what's your usual go-to?
Oh, that's a loaded question, man. I got like 40 something guns.
Well,
Um,
your typical because I kind of switch it up too from time to time.
IWB or OWB? Because I do both.
Are you talking like OWB like on the daily just going outside or for like training and stuff?
Both.
Okay. I will lay it on me. What are your go-tos?
I think my IWB, if I want to be like really low pro, would be the Hellcat.
Okay.
Um, if I can use a bigger gun, I'll go with like a 43X just because the longer grip sticks out a little more.
All right. What kind of mags are you running in the 43X?
The Shield Arms.
Nice.
Shout out to Dude Knowledge.
Hey, oh, I don't think he's no, don't worry about that, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm just kidding. He's kind of come out and said it. So,
Yeah, I thought he did. Whoops.
yeah.
But yeah, the Shield mags. I haven't tried the PSA mags. I've heard mixed.
I actually haven't heard anything about him. So you've heard some people say good and bad things?
I think isn't there two variants? There's one that's like polymer only, and then one that's like metal polymer blended or something like that.
I didn't see that. I know I saw one that was like the electroless nickel kind of color and then one that was black, but I don't know, they may have like some
I
type
thought they
of
had some blended one. I heard some problems about them. I don't remember what it was.
see a lot of
Um,
people say that they had problem well, a lot of people say that they heard shield mags had problems. I have never had any problems at all.
the earlier gens, I heard the feed lips would break off if you dropped them. Not the
Okay.
feed lips. I'm sorry. The lips on the base plate retention lips.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Um, I never had that happen though.
See Dawson, he matches his carry gun to his
It's
outfit.
Chris.
Of course. Which one is he?
He's a local buddy here.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know if
Um,
he was like from the turkeys or something.
no, it's a friend.
Uh,
Um,
Dark read Z's comment. Hold on. Did I miss it? Where is it? Oh, hold on. DLD After Dark. Build a P80 wall and burst through it like the Kool-Aid man. You know what? I can do that. I can do that for sure. For sure. That would make great Instagram content right there. I love retention lips. So I my both of mine are the first gen, like for my carry rig, and then I have some of the second gen too. And I basically am using the second gen for the 48, and then the first gen I run um on the 43X. But
I
I
never carried my 48. I
really,
never. I got a slide that has no rounds through it. It just sits there.
you know, it's cool. I'll be honest. I have never shot the 48 with the 48 slide on it. I've fired it with the
Oh,
43X slide on it, but it's cool. I like it, but I the holster that, which by the way, guys, y'all know North Coast Tactical makes the most gangsterism holsters. They See, that is dope. This is the ghetto camouflage. So what they do is they take their Kydex holsters and then they wrap them in Cordura. And then these are the tuck holsters that are made to sit like super, super low. So for like big old man like me who doesn't have a whole lot of room to spare down there, I hate when a gun is like jabbing into my gut. So this is perfect. This is set up for the 43X with the Streamlight TLR7 sub. So my 43X is not an MOS, but the 48 is. So I just swapped the frames and I love it. It's dope. This is a great
that's
holster.
a super deep clip. That looks like it's deep, deep.
Yeah, I mean, it's that literally like the butt is similar to like I mean, think of it like this. The gun, the butt of the gun is like sticking out just enough to draw it.
I was gonna say, yeah, isn't the grip like approaching your like in your waistline at that point, or no?
No, it's a little bit above it, but
Okay.
just enough above it to still be comfortable. And so you're not sacrificing like accessibility for comfort. And shout out to those guys at North Coast Tactical because they make some dope ish and you can do any kind of Cordura like wrap you could think of. They have like everything. They got donut and sprinkles too. So you have it match your 50 cal. They got dude everything. It's Gucci, Louis, multicam, black. I mean, they got the Hunter one. Like Black Diamond Guns Gear has the orange Kydex with the woodland wrap around it. So it's like the Hunter special safety special. That one's dope. But yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. We're talking about your EDCs, not mine. My apologies. But I have not had any issues with the Shield mags either.
Yeah, and then OWB EDCs. 19X. I love that gun, man.
Excellent gun.
This weekend that we like, a little competition we shot. I was shooting my shadow systems with the Trigicon RMR, and I switched to the 19X, and I just blew my last time out of the water. OEM 19X, OEM
Damn.
sights, OEM everything. I think I put the minus connector in there, and that was it.
Which shadow systems? The XR 920,
MR 920 Elite.
MR 920 Elite. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been tempted to pick up a Shadow Systems, but I got the 19X and then I
hit
got the
me up.
Gen 5. Dude, I love it.
Markup on the shadow system is very generous for dealers. So you in about what 3 days when I have the paper in hand, let me know.
You know what? If you can get me a good deal on a DR 920p,
I got you.
the one with the front sight on the compensator, if anyone out there, okay, if anyone has this experience, let me know. And it's crazy because like my guns like on my kit is like, oh, I'm switching to a Beretta M9A3. Loved it. That thing is stupid accurate, right? And I actually got that light from you too, the Holosun PID dual with the IR laser on that bitch. Um, which I haven't used yet, by the way, because I don't have nods yet. I mean, I have everything I need except
Yeah, we
the
got you
tube.
completely set up except the night vision.
I know, I know. I got my helmet from you guys. I got the Wilcox mount from you guys. I got
No,
the
I helped you find the G24. Remember?
That's true. That's true.
I didn't
Yeah.
even sell it to him. He needed one. I was going to sell you one, and I found a guy selling a minty one for like less than I could get it for, and I was like, yeah,
Yep.
go that route. I
And it
brokered
was
it. You got your
real.
mount.
Yep. And it was real.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm letting you, do this.
I was confident enough that if it was fake, I would have paid you back for it.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was dope, man. That's live life. What's up, brother? Yeah, dude, I appreciate that and everything you've done, man. Because most people they jump in and they try to make money at every corner. So the fact that you're like fucking, I'm just trying to help you, just so you can get nods. Like, I will not make $1 off of you getting night vision because I want dirty civilians to have night vision. Like, fuck yeah. Okay, so 19X all day. Love it. I got the G45 and also the Gen 5 19 and the 19X, and I love the 19X. Have you messed with the performance trigger at all?
I have not. Does that fit in the shadow systems or the? Oh, I guess it would go in the Glock.
It does go in the 19X or any Gen 5, you know, uh 19, 17. It may even fit in a 26, right? Yeah, it would fit as
It
long.
should, yeah.
Yeah. So any 9 millimeter. Um, it's cool. Well, okay, so I paid $100 for it. Everyone out there, don't pay $100 for it. Emmy, what's up, bro? Um, the the trigger is squishy, but the brake on it is like it is freaking crisp, primo. Love it. The problem is, well, not the problem. My observation is that when you're like at home dry firing and you're kind of messing with it, well, let me back up. First off, I paid $100 for it. Don't pay $100 for it. You can get them for like 70, $75. Check
Let
with
me grab my
Jonah.
phone. I'm gonna see what cost is on them. Hold on.
Oh shit. You could probably get one from Jonah for cheaper, but Come Out PLA was like, "Yeah, I found one for like $50 online that wasn't even used." I was like, "Oh shit." So I mean, they're out there for cheaper. It was like open package or something. But at home dry firing, it's super squishy, but it's got a really clean break. And for some reason, the reset, it once you pull the trigger and then the slide goes back and goes forward, it brings your trigger back further, and then there's spring tension going against it, so you kind of fight it a little bit, but the reset and break are still super clean. It's just a little squishy outside of that. So you can dump rounds super fast with it. I did a build drill in like 2.04. It was super fast, but dry fire just seems squishy. But in real life, in practice, it does work.
You
What
know, my thought process though, I
hmm.
like keeping my Glock stock because I could pick up any Glock and know I could operate approximately the same with it.
Yeah. Usually I'm running just 3.5 connectors and everything. Sometimes I may mess with the triggers, but consistency is good.
Yeah, Armitage that wanted a price. Just hit me up on Facebook or text, and I'll talk pricing because I don't want to break a map on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Trust me, Glock is not watching my show. Um Dark loves Glock 40 cal. Well, take a look at all the Glocks I own and ask how many of them are 40 cals. I have one 357 SIG and two 45s. Everything else is 9 millimeter because they're all different. Different barrel lengths, different sizes, different colors. I
What'd you say
love
those?
Glocks.
What'd you say those triggers go for online normally?
So online, they're like $75. In gun stores, they're going for like 99.
I don't see a map on that, so I'll sell them for $69.99.
Damn. Yo, I'll get another one.
Yeah, there's I don't even make money on that. It's such a small markup anyway.
Damn. Yeah, dude, that's not bad at all.
But yeah, my
Yeah,
other
that's a good point.
EDC would be, does it besides the shadow? The CZP07 doesn't get enough love, man.
Which one? The CZP07?
CZP07 polymer frame, like 19-esque slide.
I'll be honest, I did not expect that. You know what I thought you were gonna say?
What?
I thought you were gonna say, well, my OWV carry is my Prodigy or my
I don't have a
Staccato.
holster for it yet. I would rock the Prodigy OWB, 507 comp and all.
Didn't you have a Staccato as well, or no?
No, I've ran it now against 3 staccatos. Noticeably smoother recoil, and I hate it, man. I hate that that's the case because I wanted a staccato bad.
So you actually they're so cheap too. Hold on, what's cheap? Oh, the PO7s.
Well, either that or the P226. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the P26 X5 Legion is fast AF, great gun. Dude, the 226s are money, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's I came across some um like law enforcement trade-ins that were only carried and almost never used. Some may have been used for like some qualifications or something, but they're like 600 something bucks. And I'm like, damn, I so want to pick one of those up. They're the elite ones with the super narrow grips. And I just I love that grip. But I don't know. For me, like getting a larger gun that's heavier, made out of aluminum and steel. Obviously, it's heavier, but to just get a bigger 9 millimeter that holds 15 plus one, I don't know. I just can't. I have a hard time doing that. Like a 226, there's no other. I mean, you can get like the whatchamacallit mags. The what's that shit? The 20 plus one mags, the SIG damn, what was that version of the gun that came out? Like I'm totally drawing a blank on the name. They came out with like the grips had an extended mag well built into it. Um damn, I cannot even remember what it was called. Armitage, I know you know. 15, no, my mags hold 21 rounds. That's what I'm shit, what was that shit called, Armitage? I know you're SOCOM. No,
It was a 226.
yeah, well, they made it in a few different um oh my god, that's gonna drive me crazy, bro. It was some type of no, not the Flux Raider, but that is dope. Um TAC Ops. Jesus Christ, thank you. Sorry, guys. So they did make other versions of the TAC Ops, but the SIG 226 TAC Ops came with 20 plus one mags because the grips were basically function as an extended like beveled magwell. And I know they make them for it, but if I'm going to be carrying it in the waistband, which I would definitely do if I had a 226, I'm going to be rocking the flush mags on them. I mean, I could probably rock a 21 rounder in there, but I'm just saying this guy doesn't sound
What
Jewish.
does that mean? It's like when I spend good money on guns.
Yeah, right.
I'm frugal. I spend a lot of money on the toys. I just make sure to get them at a really good cost.
But this high point here, yeah, no, he's not that guy. He's not that guy.
I called DLD the other day on these. I was like, yo, I'm getting a deal on these.
He did.
And I was just passing him my deal. I was like, I'm getting one at a good cost. You too.
That's true. You didn't even mark it up a dollar. And matter of fact, you said if I add you onto the deal, it brings down the price of both of them, right?
Yeah.
So like, let's go in on this together. Most people would use that as an opportunity to mark mark it up, pocket the cash. Sent you a meme. Okay, I got my chat open on my phone, so I can't look at it right this second. But once we go on commercial break, I'll pull it up. There is no commercial break. I meant with giving such good prices. Oh yeah, yeah,
Look,
yeah,
I make good money in my day job, man. I don't even make money on this.
yeah, yeah. Um, that hold on. Oh, they made 17 and 21 rounders the norm for the 226. Okay, I thought the 226 were all flush 15 rounders. That's interesting. They made 17 flush. So this is why. Okay, well, hold on. Let me read the rest of your comment. They made 17 flush fitting mags. The 21 only stick out about 3/4 of an inch, though. That's not bad. So I could definitely rock that. Like I'm rocking 21 in my 43X right now. But here's the thing. So I love the Beretta just the same. The Beretta is an all aluminum and steel gun, and I ended up buying a 92 FS, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna rock. I love it because it's like as a kid, I would watch all the every movie you could think of from Lethal Weapon and Die Hard and all this stuff and all the John Woo movies and The Matrix, and it's just like the Beretta is like such a sexy gun. And the Beretta has a shitty trigger. It's got like how can you have a shitty single action trigger? That's difficult to do. right? But it's 15 plus 1, right? And then watch me throw my 43.6 in my pants with 21 rounds that's like, half the size. So when I saw the M9A3, I was like, all right, this is going to have to do something special to me to make me, go with it. When I got my hands on the M9A3, dude, it was like everything, the stippling on it, which really it's kind of like the grip, like the aluminum in the gun is meant like it just feels perfect. The grip is straight. The mags, you can use the M9A4 mags that are 18 plus 1. It's like, okay, it's a better grip, better stippling, it feels better, it's got increased capacity. Boom, done. So that sold me on it. But that's why I thought you were gonna say the Prodigy, because 'cause you're kind of a snob in some senses, like me.
So the Prodigy, the reason this started, I didn't know, I hadn't shot a 2011. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this gun, this platform. Prodigy just came out, and I was like, I'm going to buy it. If I like it, I'll sell it because the dealer cost anyway, and I'll turn around and I'll buy a Staccato. I
Mm.
bought the Prodigy, I loved it, and then we put it up against some Staccatos. I ran it against another one last weekend, and consistently, it's smooth. It is noticeably smoother.
So what do you mean when you say you ran it up against it? Like
So just side by side, same ammo, even same mags. Just
mm,
really looking at it, the felt recoil when I say it was smoother, noticeably less felt recoil, and tried to be comparable with barrel sizes. So like I have the 4.25. I ran it
mhm.
up against the 4 inch, the 4.5 inch, similar steel frame, aluminum frame.
And the 4-inch, that's the C2? Which one is that?
I forget their naming
Yeah, I don't
convention. I
remember all
think
their
it's the C. I don't remember.
one of them. Yo, this is good news. ADXR920 says Michael Mann is working on Heat 2. Cannot wait. That would be fire. And John Wick 5 is in the process of being written right now. And Extraction 3 is already written. And they're waiting. Well, they were waiting to see if Extraction 2 blew up like Extraction 1 did. Let's hope it did, because I watched that thing like 27 times just so it would get some good traction going. Um, so it's funny because my first look at the Prodigy, you know what it was? It was that video that the Tactical Turkeys did on it. And now the first thing I thought of, and they were having failure after failure after failure, was that they were shooting the 135 grain long nose polymer coated ammo. And I was like, well, that's not really a fair evaluation of the gun because it was just
Run normal
failing.
ammo.
Yeah, it's failing sometimes with abnormal ammo, right? Let's get some Blazer Brass, some, Magtech, Fiocchi. Let's look at some other stuff. But it kind of like, I was like, I'm not really interested in it. But I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things. It's not my thing. I actually, yeah, I don't currently own anything Springfield.
It's funny. I'm not a fan of them as a company, but the Hellcat was a great gun. Um, the Helion has been a great rifle. To be fair, they didn't really make that gun. That was HS product in Croatia. For those that know. Yeah.
If you
Oh,
love heat,
he
big
wanted an
tanks.
FAL, so I specifically became a dealer for DSA to get him an FAL.
Oh, dude, that's dope. I've always
Yeah,
wanted the 12-inch paratrooper or 12.5-inch paratrooper. That
I
thing is
think he wanted
badass.
the combat one, whatever it was.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
but
Hell
yeah, I
yeah.
don't like necessarily Springfield as a company, but some of their guns are solid. The Prodigy had the issue with the recoil spring in the 5 inch, and Springfield came out and said that's our screw up. They fixed it. I think the spring was too heavy or too light. And the only other issue I really heard, my local range had one. They rented it. The guy dropped it. It's a polymer frame, just the grip module. So when it fell, something with the mag slamming in, it cracked the frame at the bottom.
Damn,
Springfield replaced it. It's a polymer frame. Put a metal frame on it,
damn.
I guess.
Oh, did whatever happened with the slide, the Prodigy
Which slide?
slide that you launched off of the
Oh man, that poor guy. Should we tell that story here?
If you would, honestly, in my opinion, it shows integrity of you and your company, and I mean that's important
That's
because it's
fair.
like you're gonna take responsibility of your shit, you know.
So this
But
guy locally, I'm selling the Hollow Sun 507 comps. Also, if anyone needs Hollow Sun, markup is great on those. You give me a shout. I will make you an unbeatable deal on any Hollow Sun you want. With not
nice.
the thermal or the NV because that's not out yet.
Well, and also, I've heard a lot of people that got their hands on the thermal that said, but indoors it's working beautifully. Outdoors, it doesn't go like past 70 yards.
Wait for the Thermal Pro. The Pro is supposed to use a much better sensor.
Okay, all right. I now
But
I don't know that. I've just heard other people say that have used it outdoors. Because I was like, man, it's SHOT Show. We were like, whoa, like blown
yeah,
away.
they probably had the Pro out there with the better sensor.
Someone was like, yeah, take that shit out to an ambient temperature. Tell me how you
I will
feel.
give deals on the thermal once they're out. I don't mind. Markups there. So as long as I make a little bit of money, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I just
you're
can't post these deals.
yeah, for sure.
But
Definitely
so this
can't talk about it on the live stream either.
yeah. So this guy buys a Hollow Sun 507 comp. Great optic, by the way. Really solid competitor to the SRO. Big viewing window, crisp optic. But anyway, buys it from me.
Kurt 24 got one.
Yeah, I have one of my Prodigy. I love it.
Nice.
Transitions are going to be great with that thing just because the window's so big.
And doesn't it
So
have like a what 36 MOA circle or something crazy like that? Or not?
it's
No.
right here actually. So they switched the reticle system from the regular. It might be, I don't know if it'll focus well, but basically it's a series of a dot with a series of circles in the middle or around it. You've got
Yeah.
a 2 MOA dot right there. It's a little blurry. So
Oh
you've got
yeah.
a 2 MOA dot, an 8 MOA circle, a 20 MOA circle, and a 32 MOA. And you could cycle between those with and without a dot. I think there's like, it's like 8 or 10 reticle combinations you could run on this thing.
And those are not cheap.
Oh yeah, it's still in the box. I'm selling them. I gotta have some on hand. These
Oh
things
no,
move
he's
quick.
saying his is still in the box.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this guy orders one, and I said, do you want me to install it for you? He's like, that would be awesome. So on my way to the range, went to his house, brought some tools with me, but I have my mat and all my stuff here.
Mhm.
So I went over there. He bought an aftermarket plate. The plate didn't fit. It was drilled in correctly a little bit. So I had to slide off.
Mhm.
I went to reassemble the gun, and it was a little warm out. Reassembling the gun, and I'm getting the takedown, the slide release takedown pin back in,
Mhm.
and it probably a little finicky. You have to like turn it the right way and get everything lined up. And as I'm doing that, I guess my hand was a little sweaty, and the slide, I'm holding it back with one hand, just and it
Oh.
flies like 4 feet onto the concrete. Like,
Oh.
oh no, this poor gun. And I felt bad because I would hate if someone did that to my gun.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't seem to care. He was like, "Oh man, whatever."
Did it scratch down to like the raw metal?
Yeah, on the area by the recoil spring, the guide rod, like the
Yeah.
outside, it marred it pretty good.
Mm.
And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, whatever." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry," but he didn't care. So I left, and on the way to the range, I think I called you, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, I just did this. I feel terrible." I was like, "I'm not gonna let this slide. Like this is not okay." So I texted him. I said, "Look, any damage you find on that slide, if there is any, because we didn't really inspect it too closely, I said, let me know." And he's like, "Yeah, there's a little damage here." I said, "Done. I'll have you a new slide shipping out from Springfield on Monday. I'll front it, obviously." And he was like, "Oh, I'll split it with you or whatever." I'm like, "No, I'm not taking your money. I damaged it. It was my fault." And ultimately, he was like, "Dude, I don't care about the slide." He's like, "You did me a favor. I'm gonna damage it anyways. You just took care of it." He's like, "Just hook me up on something later down the road." He was looking at a weapon light. I said, "You want? I'll give you the weapon light for free. Like, I can't charge you." He's like, "You don't have to do that." No, take it. I felt terrible. I still feel bad about it. He really did not care.
I could
Couldn't care less
see
about it.
when I brought it up, you were like, "Oh, like, I know that stings, dude." And
I
I've
just,
done dumb shit before. Trust me.
yeah. And he called me later. He's like, I was mowing my lawn. I'm thinking about it. He's like, "Not only did you come over here and like go out of your way to come to me to install this," he's like, "Shit happens." I still made it right. I gave him the light. He was super happy with the setup, and now he wants me to set up his AR for him. So I just
Nice.
felt bad though, because if someone did that to my gun, my new gun, I know how bad I'd feel. So I was going to make it
Yeah.
that gun brand new for him. If I had to buy him a new gun, I would have just bought him a new gun.
Yeah, see, like, if I mess up my gun, I don't care, right? If someone else messes it up, it's like, "Yo, no, that's my job." Like, "Come on, back up, bitch," you know?
Yeah. So I wouldn't let that. Yeah. I felt
Uh,
terrible about that, man. And it wasn't even like I screwed up. It was I screwed his gun up.
so this is, yeah, this is a good point. Let me go back here. So Springfield always has QC issues, and then,
But do you know who doesn't have QC issues? HS product in Croatia. And for those that don't know, which most people probably do, the
yeah,
XD series, the Helion, the Hellcat, these are not made here. These are
they're
made by a
all
Croatian company and
yeah.
they're licensed by Springfield and they work together on
Yeah, it's all white labeled shit. Well, not technically white labeled because it still
them. As HS
shows.
product, if you look at your
Yeah,
Springfield, it's going to say made in Croatia, some of
yeah.
them.
And your boy says XDM and GI 1911 both required sitting back for them to run reliably, unfortunately. So part of Montana. Sorry, I forgot. I had Culver's, Tennessee, and had a Curder burger, cheese curds, chocolate malt. Oh, bro, all that curds just made my stomach turn. I hope it was good. It does not sound good. I'm not gonna lie. Um, no, but uh, shit. What were we talking about? I started thinking of cheese curds and was about to
Quality
yak.
control issues.
Yeah. Oh, so this is why. So when I went looking for a 1911, I am not a 1911 dude, but my first handgun when I turned 21, actually before I turned 21, I bought it. I used to go to this gun store that was local to me. I ended up working there like later on in life. I worked there for like 5 years, but when I was a kid, when I was like 16, I would go in there and be like, "Yeah, my dad needs a Glock holster and Glock magazines." They're like, "Okay." So I would get like Glock mags there and holsters and stuff, and they just kind of got to know me. And then I would be going there for like years and years. And when I was like 20, I came in there and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be turning 21 soon. I want a pistol." And I ended up buying a 1911, a huge, ridiculous, compensated 1911 with
Six
the
and a
mag
half
well.
inch.
Yeah, it was like literally the Punisher 1911 reincarnate. It was crazy. And of course, I tried to appendix carry it with a Wilson 10-round magazine in it. No, didn't work. But it was a cool experience because they were like, "Yo, we'll let you pay it off, and then that way, the day you turn 21, come in here, boom, you knock out the paperwork." And that's what I did. But when it came time later on in life to get another, I've had Kimbers and other shit. Um, to get another 1911, I was like, all right, what am I going to get? I really would love, and I genuinely mean this, I would love to get a Springfield mil spec in stainless 1911. The mil spec is one of the coolest guns because it's like the GI, but they actually have some of the like real benefits of the advancement of the 1911, like a lowered and flared ejection port, and so just some of the things that help the system run a little bit better. And I can't bring myself to do it because it's a Springfield gun, and I don't think that they run very well. So
I
I
just
ended up getting a SIG 1911.
I just remembered that mil spec 1911. A family member got one, and he got it, took it out of the box. The mag was stuck. He couldn't like you had to rip the mag out. Like I'm talking, clamp down on that thing, and when he got
Jesus,
back in, same thing. He didn't even take it from the FFL. He sent it back.
damn. Was it
Yeah,
the blued or stainless one or Park
stainless.
Price stainless? Aren't they just so freaking pretty?
Oh, they are.
They're gorgeous guns.
Um,
By the way, I gotta say this. Sorry, I had to show my back. Okay, so to the dude, so I got this from MD Arsenal. Shout out to MD Arsenal. Those are my guys. I love them. But a dude came in and put this on consignment. This is the now famous um, polished Gen 5 19 slide, right? Now, what happened though? So when you think about it, right? And I've had conversations with guys that um do metal work and stuff like that. By the way, the serial number on this is bone saw, so that's awesome. Um, but if you polish like 416R steel, totally fine. You could just leave it naked, breathing, and you don't have to coat it or anything. It could just be stainless, no problem. But if you polish like Glock steel or like 4140 chromoly steel, it's not okay, and you'll start getting discoloration and spots and shit all over it. And this is starting to oxidize. And I'm like, shit. What, so for all the metal workers out there, like, what do I do? So do I now like polish it and then um coat it, or do
Why don't
I
you get it hard chromed?
I could do that, but then it would cost the amount that I paid for the entire slide to go get it hard chromed, right? And I thought that somebody that knew what they were doing did it, and it may have like, I don't know, done something, but it looks like what they did is they literally just brought it like to a belt sander and just like buzzed all the Glock coating off of it and then just polished it up. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but it just cannot be like, you know, exposed to the air and sweat and all that. And I carried this in Georgia at the IV-88 shoot in a shoulder rig, and had my armpit sweat in the Georgia sun for 2 days, a whole weekend. And I mean, I'm sure that's putting a little bit of nastiness on it. So yeah.
Just
And
saying, poor is a mindset. Stop being poor.
I know. It's like it's already a $1,200 Glock. Like Jesus, like what else do I have to put into it, you know?
About $400 more.
I know, apparently. Because this is the Lipsy's custom frame, which is the gray. It's all right, I gotta show this real quick. So it's the gray Lipsy's custom frame. It's like $400. And then the slide was $400. And I'll just say this. First off, it is freaking gorgeous. But that back plate though, Kim Light, baby. How dope is that? Shout out to Come Out in PLA who clear coat Cerakote. So I got some clear coat and I was thinking about that, but I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. Um, Shout out to Come Out in PLA who got that um whatchamacallit for me, the back plate. He got that custom made for me. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, tis shiny.
See, Dawson, we actually had one of his Zev slides broke. He was shooting it in the competition. It was, I
Zev?
think, yeah, a Zev slide on a Gen 3 Glock frame. He was shooting it, and he said he felt something hit him in the head, and then his SRO was just gone off the gun. His SRO
Oh,
flew off, hit him in the head, and then flew into the gravel, and he finished shooting just with irons. And the posts on the gun for the optic sheared.
dude, that's rare for a Zev. I won't
And
lie.
we called Zev. We used the right screws and everything. Zev offered him a discount on the new slide because it was 1 year and like 4 days old, and they're like, nope, we won't warranty. It's outside of a year.
Come
I think he
on.
had put maybe 140 rounds through that gun. He'd just used it for the first time during that match.
Jesus.
So we spent like 6 months. I hammered Zev with calls and stuff, and they eventually just replaced the slide. I think we went
But
through like 3 different guys who just kept like turning over and leaving the company. And Zev
dude,
was like, okay, we'll just send him a new slide. He got, I think it was like an OZ9 slide, but it's a variant you can't buy just the slide. You could only get it in the whole
mm,
gun.
mm-hmm. Yeah, those are dope. And for okay, look, I got Gucci Glocks that are over 2 grand and shit like that, but come on, give me a break, man. It's a factory Glock. I don't okay, so yes, you're right. $1,200 Glocks, that's baby shit. But a $1,200 OEM Glock with an RMR on it. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. The only difference is that it's pretty. It's a gray frame and a shiny upper, and that's $1,200. I know I did it. And the thing that is like, I don't know, you can't really see unfortunately, but right next to it is my Gen 5 45, which is like way more Gucci, and I spent way less on it.
You know, it's a proven fact that once you own night vision, people can't call you poor.
I
It's not possible.
I guess I should bring out my bag of what's it called when you put stuff in a bag and then you suck all the air out of it? I need to bring like my
Vacuum sealed.
bag, yeah, my bag of vacuum sealed cash that I hide for when I get locked up, when the ATF finally comes after me. For obviously, I don't do anything illegal. I'm just saying, like the website I run DLD hardware, and then I sell jigs. I help people build guns through the jigs that I sell only. That's all. I should shut up. Anyway, and I also literally have dedicated my entire business to F the ATF. So yeah, I people like downplay this shit, but I'll say this: I have an entire contingency plan. I have somebody that is local that knows exactly what to do if I what do they call it? Turn up missing, which is funny because how could you turn up if you're missing? If you just dark just disappears, okay? They know where to go, they know where to get the key, they know what place to go to, they know where the bag of money is, they know where to bring it, and they know what lawyer to talk to, and they know what video to post. So if you see a video get posted on DLD After Dark, John Crump, Flying Rich, 2EDU, and all these channels, you know shit popped off. It's Crump. Dude, Crump lives too far away. I live close to Crump, but not that close. You shout oh, yeah, shout out Jonah for making that right
The
for me.
Glocks, the Zev slide.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's like
Hell
they're
yeah.
not going to replace it. I'm like, yo, I'm Jewish. I got that guilt.
Yeah, right. Bro, there's two kinds of guilt, but I grew up with my next door neighbor. She was an old Catholic woman. Oh my God. There's something that's the only thing that is, I'd say, one level below the Jewish guilt. Um, hey, John Crump live. There we go, bro. Pro gun Jeff Landry
Landry.
wins governor's race in Louisiana against anti-gun competition. Will replace anti-gun governor who block constitutional carry. That's what's up. Tell me why Virginia is trying to pass a bill that says by the year 2035, every single vehicle purchase is going to have to be an electric car. Fuck is with that shit? I'm not doing that shit. I
You
will
know, Poland
never buy
got
a
rid of
car again.
Poland got rid of all gas vehicles.
What?
It's diesel.
Speaking of Poland, we need to talk about Poland.
I have a buddy in Poland. I just talked to him the other day.
So, you know that
What
I've
do
been
you?
putting a lot of work into my time to draw the first shot. Okay. And I've finally gotten down to, 0.53 is my best time from an overt rig, right? So, like, you see all the videos of like beep, right? And there's a tool that you use in those videos, the shot timer, right? And of course, that's something you can use on the range and shit like that. And I do it from concealment, which by the way, on Tuesday we're having Lethal Luke come on the show, who is a sub 1 second draw from concealment. That's crazy, but he's dope. So shout out to Lethal Luke. He'll be on Tuesday. And was she tight? And also what was I gonna say? So doing it from concealment and doing it from an overt rig, like it's kind of different things, right? So anyway, um, I was looking at getting a shot timer, and Jonah and I just had a
Ah,
conversation on this. So Jonah, lay it on him.
dude, I'm giddy. So you'll see. I don't like selling or pushing gear that I wouldn't use myself. Um, I was looking at shot timers, and there's just a lot of basic options on the market. Good options, but basic. I like gear. So I started looking, and I came across Kestrel. They make ballistic computers. Kestrel has great timers.
Facts, great man.
AMG Commander is another good one, but there's a crazy lead time on them. I came across this SG Global, Shooter SG, whatever, Shooters Global. They're out of
Hmm.
Poland. This shot timer is insane. I can go over some of the key things about it. It does dry fire. It will pick up dry fire. So if you buy one of the mags that lets you click and just keep resetting the trigger, you could figure out time from holster. And split times are not as efficient because you're not getting recoil, but it
Hmm.
picks up dry fire efficiently. It has a spy mode. So each timer has a slightly different frequency for its beep. You could input what timer to listen for. And if you want to spy on someone's shots, when their timer starts, yours will pick it up and it'll start timing their shots or your shots if you want to compete with them.
So hold on. So hold on. So that shit is crazy advanced right there. But before we continue down, because I know there's a lot more to this, I need y'all to take a second and listen to what he just said. First off, let me just say, Fat Gray Man, absolutely illegal. Has nothing to do with the ATF coming after you. Free CRS. I know, but I just want to make sure I say that I've never done anything illegal in my life ever, and never will. So remember, guys, what he's saying. I will, Crump. I got you. Thanks for the super chat. What he's saying is, if you're using a shot timer and you're in your house and you're doing dry fire, it will literally pick up the dry, nearly silent clicks of your trigger to give you shot times. So you can
Mm-hmm.
now, instead of just using like a Mantis or whatever, you can now, just with a shot timer and an app on your phone, measure. You can improve because you can only improve that which is measured. You can actually, at home, with a shot timer, improve your draw without running ammo. And right now, ammo is nuts again because of us, because we're buying it all up. So I just wanted to re-highlight that. And you can spy on other people and silently compete with them without them knowing. So my apologies.
Yeah.
Continue.
And the other cool thing it does is it works at indoor ranges. The biggest problem with all other shot timers, or most of them, it's going to pick up everyone's shots. This one has profiles of the different weapons you're going to be using: a 9mm, a shorter barreled 5.56. So you could be standing in the range with people on both sides of you, and it's only picking up your shots. That's insanity.
What if you're running a 9mm and both of the people next to you are running a 9mm?
We're going to test it, but it
Ooh,
claims, I think, they are very big into software. I think these are software guys that made a shot timer. I think they figured some algorithm out. I don't know if it could judge distance based on, like, it does echo cancellation and all this stuff. So based on the echo times and stuff, where who's taking the shot, how close it is.
nice. That's dope. And yes,
All built in house. It was actually a Ukrainian company first. Shit popped off. They moved to Poland. So still, it's a Ukrainian employees in Poland. I don't know how people feel about that, whatever. But it's all built in house in Poland. And then they give you free 3 to 5 day shipping from Poland from the time you order, which is insane.
dude, that's crazy. I can
Yeah.
if I ever order anything from outside the United States, I'm waiting 30 to 45 days. Like 3 to 5 days from
DHL
Poland.
picked it up on Friday. Today, 12 p.m., it was already in Ohio at customs.
Yeah,
It's insanity.
that's impressive. And you can sync it with your phone. And so Montana, you do bring up a good point for anyone out there that doesn't want to buy a shot timer. There is a free IPSC shot timer app. There are some other apps out there. Some are paid, some are free, but definitely,
But the problem with those is they're using your phone's microphone.
yeah.
I don't know the science mumbo jumbo behind it, but these shot timers use very sensitive microphones that are tuned specifically for these things. And now not only do you have a sensitive microphone, you have software behind it that could intake all that data and figure out what to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so
and
so
it's
talk about that. You
Bluetooth.
you were saying that you could actually, so like let's say someone is a content creator, right? You can
Oh, this is
sync it
cool.
with your phone. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
let them know.
So it has Bluetooth connection with your phone. They have their own app, and the app is really great. Um, Everything you could do and see on the timer, you can do and see on your phone controlling the timer. So all of your split times and everything's going to come up on your phone as well as the timer. It will sync all of your data with the phone. So if you want to say, hey, let me see what my split times were for this drill a month ago, you can pull up the calendar, go back, it'll show you all your data. On top of that, you can film video from the app for like content creation or whatever you want to do with it, and it will overlay in a pretty like sleek manner as you're shooting in the video. It will overlay your shot and split times and everything, which is
That's
insane.
crazy. That's
So
nuts.
if you're filming a competition and you want to film each individual, they can have content on what their shot time was.
Yeah. That's
Um,
if you're doing like a selfie video and you just want to watch yourself, it will overlay your times, draw the first shot, and then like if you did a
yeah,
bill drill or a 1 to 5 or Mozambique or whatever it is, You can pre-program all the shit, and like that's crazy. That's next
And it
level
gets
right
even
there.
better. They built a really advanced 3D slash augmented reality stage builder in the
You can
app.
3D
You could do
print
it from
one.
the, what was that?
You can 3D print one. I'm just
No,
kidding.
3D like on the phone.
Yeah, no.
You can build your
One day.
stages on the computer or on your phone, and it's advanced. You can put windows, barrels, tires, like move everything around. And you build your own stage, build your drill, you put the targets in the augmented reality. You can actually walk through your stage. So when you're standing in your bay, you could see what the stage would look like if you set it up properly from your phone.
Dude,
You
that's
build
crazy.
your targets and everything. You could, there's a social portion of the app, you could share it. Um, and other people could download your drill, they could set it up, and they could compete with your times on that drill on the social portion of the app, which
Yeah.
now opens a whole new world of like my problem. I go to the range, I don't know what to do. I know like 10 drills. Now I could go on, see hundreds of drills to run and compete with other people. I thought that's cool. I'm not even selling this product right now. I've just bought one. I became a dealer to get dealer price on it. If
Yeah.
I like it, I'll start pushing it.
Yeah, I'm tempted to get one just because like okay, so for basically the same cost, for very close to the same cost, you could just get a regular ass shot timer. Which I mean, trust me, a shot timer at all. If you're using a shot timer to measure your draw to first shot or to your shoot times, your splits and all that, you're going to improve. Once you actually know, so I'll give an example, okay? So everyone's going crazy about ammunition and obviously that's a reasonable thing, right? Like shit's kind of crazy right now. Over the last few days, we've had the government, I mean, we've had Lake City stop commercial sales, unfortunately. And then we had the government, or I mean, Hornady, unfortunately, burned down and explode. And there were casualties, including one death, unfortunately. So
There's a death. I
prayers.
thought it was an injury.
There was a death. There was
Oh, wow. That's
a,
serious.
yeah, a woman had passed away, unfortunately. From what I was last told, a woman that was a Hornady employee had died. So it is it's unfortunate. And seriously, like prayers go out to her soul and her family. Like that's terrible. But the thing is like when situations like this happen, because a lot of times we may be buying ammo and stashing ammo and we'll get it and we'll shoot it and then just this happens and people share this and it goes around Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and then everyone starts freaking out. What do we all do? We're like, oh my god, what if I could never buy ammo again? Pew, and we all start buying ammo. And I've been talking to like you can go online and still find ammo and still buy ammo as an individual, but when I've been talking to dealers are not able to get ammo from distributors right now. Like, I don't know what's happened or what's changed,
Oh,
but
I
shit's
just
not
checked
available.
tonight. Two of the biggest distributors, they normally have like 40, 50, 60 kinds of 5.56. There's like 3 to 4 types, and it's all the Hornady $25 a box of 25.56 and some Maxim Defense stuff that's the same price. That's it. There
Yeah.
is no 5.56 on the distributor sites.
I am so glad that I was like, all right, that like I'm good if like something bad happens. Like I'm good for a while for me, my family, my community, and my homeless person army. But like if shit really popped off, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy another 1,000 rounds of 5.56, another 1,000 rounds of 9 millimeter FMJ, another 1,000 rounds of 9 millimeter JHP, another 250 rounds of 12 gauge flight control, and I think that's it. And I'm splitting that with my brother. Now I'm still purchasing ammo weekly from Ammo Squared. So that's just always buying my three main calibers, always no matter what. But bro, it's scary times. So the fact that like and we kind of do it to ourselves in a way because we're all just buying this ammo and hoarding it. And then what happens is the price just goes up and then ammo's unavailable. And so I don't know, maybe it's poor planning and whatnot, but none of us want to be caught with our pants down. So we all prep and do, anything and everything that we can. But I remember I'd called you and you were like, bro, like it's just unavailable. Like you just can't get it. And what is available is like you're saying, 77 green tap you can get. Aside from that, you're short. And then talk to Rich. Rich was like, yeah, I just ordered 1,000 rounds 5.56, 1,000 rounds of that, like his main calibers. And he was like, I used SG ammo, right? So I go to SG ammo, and you know what it says? Bam, big old red paragraph at the top of the screen, and it said, "We're sorry, we have taken all of our main calibers off of our website because we're processing 12,000 orders, which will take 5 plus weeks, and the only calibers that are available are the ones that are currently on our website." It was like 25 ACP, 32 ACP, 357, 38, like, 350 Legend, 204 Ruger, like the calibers that barely anyone would actually order. So we're kind of cannibalizing our own industry. What are your thoughts on all that?
St- Stop panic buying. We have all been stockpiling ammo for the longest time. We haven't. Don't panic buy. Leave it for the people who genuinely need the ammo and don't have it stockpiled. It's the panic buying screws everything up for everyone. You know, I used to go to Bass Pro when we had the ammo shortage.
Mhm.
And I would go grab a couple boxes, and I'd see people shuffling. You could see people that were like just hoarding it, and there'd be people there that'd be like, I don't have any ammo. So I would hide some boxes behind the shelves and be like, go over there. It's kind
Mm,
of a little fucked up, but there
yeah.
was just people would go in, they would wait for the ammo cart to roll out and just grab as much as they could and leave.
Yep, I
Meanwhile, there's a
remember.
guy in there looking to buy like 4 boxes to go to the range. I'm like, he's who needs it.
Yeah, I remember when Walmart used to sell ammo before they turned all freaking woke and stuff. I hate to use that term, but I mean it's the quickest way to describe it. And they stopped selling ammunition. I used to buy boxes of 9 mil for like 9 to 11 bucks all day, and I would buy four, shoot one, two, whatever. And I would like I'm still shooting ammo from like depending on what rounds I'm using from 2010 to 2022, depending on if it's JHP or FMJ. But like one of the issues, oh, and sorry. So what I was talking about is like that which gets measured gets improved on, like shot times, right? So that which where when you know where you are at, that is the way that you can improve. So I just realized this yesterday, the day before. I was like, man, it's been like 2 years since I've done an ammo inventory. I got like cases of ammo in my closet with all my gear and water and food and all that. Then I have cases of ammo in this gun safe. Then I have cases of ammo in that gun safe, cases of ammo in my room, and then I got this huge stash of unloaded mags, and then this huge stash of loaded mags, and then my carry mags. It's like I got ammo all over the place. I literally have no idea how much ammo I have. Like the only ammo that like I know how much I have is the shit that I've been ordering from Ammo Squared because I've kept it separate. So Ammo Squared is basically like you allot how much you want to spend each week, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to spend 50 bucks a week on ammo. That's it. Now every week they take out the 50 bucks and I allocate what calibers I want. I say I want 9 mil, 5.56, and 45 ACP. And then it says, okay, what do you put the price range that you're willing to pay, or based on your selection, it tells you the price range in advance. And then I know what they're going to buy for me all the time. I know there's only 5 brands that it's going to be between for each caliber, and that's that. And then at the end of it, after like a month, it'll be like, you've hit your shipping limit. Do you want to ship? And I'll say, I'll fuck it, just keep it there for a little bit, save up a little bit, keep it built. Like I've never paid $1 for shipping from there ever, ever. And once it gets up to a certain amount, then I say, okay, ship it. If I'm off by a few rounds, I'll just throw a few extra bucks at it. But you can also do this. You can say, okay, screw 45 ACP, right? Because I'm not really running that. Turn everything into 9 mil or 5.56 or whatever, and they'll it's like currency, right? And if I say, you know what, I don't want any of it, take all of it back, and I take all my money out. So it's basically like a bank account for ammunition. That's been the coolest thing. And I've been considering using it and kind of like sharing like a code and stuff with all you guys, but I wanted to kind of do a pilot of it first to make sure it's good, make sure it's quality ammo and all that. So who knows? Maybe soon I'll be doing something like that. But
But
had
yeah,
you heard
dry
about
fire
that at all?
practice.
Dude, dry fire practice is where it is at. That is how I got to a sub-second draw and or sub-second draw to first shot and a sub 1.5 second draw to first shot from originally the goal was to get to a sub 2 second draw to first shot, but dry fire is where it's at and a shot timer.
Yeah, and it's just to be. I'm also once I get this, I'm going to practice my splits because the biggest problem a lot of people have is when you transition, you overshoot the target and come back. And
Yep.
even without live fire, you can still clean that up.
Yep.
Eyes, then gun.
Yep.
Um,
Dude, actually it's interesting that you say that because Blue Curtain Burner, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Vanessa Kitty, welcome. Um I use Ammo Squared as well. Decent prices, great site. So yeah, it's decent prices. It's not great prices, but for to be within a few cents of market rate and to not have to shop, bro, I'll take that all day, right? I don't see it the same as like whatever. I can supplement ammo and get, cheaper shit here and there if I'm buying in bulk, but you know, all right, let me say Damien Christ, what's up, bro? Let me just say this, frag out, my guy, good to see you. Before I forget, so John Crump Live has started a new show, and he's going to bring me on as his first guest, and I may be the permanent co-host. Hopefully, Flying Rich doesn't get jelly, but it is going to be a Rumble only show. So no YouTube, no nothing. Rumble only show, and it is called Uncensored Podcast. Okay. Now this is going to be the place that we go to talk about all the stuff that we aren't supposed to talk about when we get on Crump show and I end up getting, he ends up getting a strike, I end up getting a strike and all that. This is the place that we're going to go to talk all the craziness. So, oh, low battery already. Jeez. So if you go to Rumble and you subscribe to it's not it is just Uncensored Podcast. That is John Crump's new show. I'll be on there on the first one, and it's going to be fire. And depending on how well it goes, you may see me on every single episode. So that's where we're going to talk about all the crazy conspiracy theories and all that fun stuff. Dude, last night I meant to buy a brick of 5.56 and it is gone today. Isn't it crazy how that happens? And
someone
we can
in
touch guns. Yes.
someone in chat said get it back. Can we show non firearms on here?
What is it?
You know who Lucille is
Oh yeah. You're good. You can show that. Lucille.
from The Walking Dead.
That's
I even got
Negan's.
the bullet in there. Technically, I used a 9 mil. It should have been a 45, I think, because it was a 1911 in the show. I got the 9 mil. I even got rid of the Louisville Slugger and had just the circle like they did in the movie. Dented it,
Nice.
dinged it up.
Dude, that's gangster right there.
And this is all real barbed wire. This stuff was really hard to wrap
How did you put it on?
in a vise.
Really? Did you use the staples? Did you hammer staples into it?
Yeah, you'll see right there. I use the fence staples.
Okay. And then
It was hard. I think I ended up clamping the empty parts of the wire in the vise and just rolling it, and then staple, let some spare out, roll it, staple, and just kept doing that.
Nice. Yeah, see, I always wanted to make a Lucille. Shout out to Negan. So I actually I know the girl that Negan is married to. Um she's
In
from
real life,
my the real in real life.
okay.
The she grew up where I grew up. She was also a VJ on MTV. She was on damn, I mean, fuck it. Um she was on Total Request Live, and she also was on The Walking Dead. And this is a chick that Crump knows too. and it's crazy small world. Okay. Um, she recently wrote a book and came back and is like on tour, like where I grew up. And I was like, damn, I'm only like a half an hour away. I should go check her out. But I'm not really into that kind of shit. But anyway, I always wanted to make a Lucille, right? Because Negan is the man, right? And then now that like later on he kind of developed a conscience and realized what he did was wrong and he's a different person, it's like I could relate. I could relate. I fucked up all my life, right? And but anyway, I wanted to make a Lucille, and I always thought like, man, I would have to like drive fence tacks or staples or whatever like through the whole thing like every like few inches. But how many do you think you drove in there while making it?
Um, maybe every not many, dude, because it kind of like you wrap it tight enough. So like I'll do
It
maybe this
forms.
one here. Let me find the next one.
It
Maybe like
kind of like
every two or
forms
three
to
inches
it.
down the bat. There's not many.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, you're just using it to hold the wire down, and then you wrap a few more strands. Do it again. It's not hard. And what I did that made it easier, I took a drill with a small enough pilot hole just so I didn't split the wood, and then wrapped it. Drill. I put the fence staple in so I could see where it impacted. Drill 2 holes and then just hammer it in. Took 2 seconds.
So you hammered the bullet in there.
I hit the bullet too, yes. But I'm saying for the fence staples, I drilled 2 pilot holes for it so it
Yeah.
didn't split the
Yeah.
wood going in.
Nice.
And yeah, I didn't use many. I maybe used like 10 or 15 total.
Because I just totally could picture you walking in your backyard and just laying it up and just pow, like
I
taking the
wanted
nine
to,
millimeter.
but no. I drilled
Yeah,
a hole and then I put the bullet in, hammered it, and I think we finished it off with we put it in the vise and just closed the vise
and
on it
just
and pressed the bullet in.
yeah, yeah,
So you can even
nice.
see like the copper jacket on the back of it.
Oh, hold
But
on, bring
if
that
I did
back.
it right, I didn't think about it. Eugene was lead casting the 45 ammo.
Oh,
I
that's
should have used the
right.
lead cast 45.
That's right. That's right. You can always it's a
The
nine
bullet now.
mil, so you can always scale up if you wanted to. Andy
I even made
Lipscomb,
sure
what's
like
up,
the
bro?
circle in the bullet was. I had to look through screenshots of the show to figure out where in relation to the circle for the Louisville Slugger that the bullet was.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny because, like, I remember that moment, right? I remember when the show ended and it was like, "Oh my god, is Negan dead? Like, did they get him?" I wanted so badly for him to die by the hands of Rick. Like, I but later on, I ended up liking the guy, you know?
But Negan
So,
was a good guy, dude. He's
yeah.
misunderstood.
Yeah, right. He's just misunderstood. Did terrible
What
things.
he did to Glenn was an accident. Lucille slipped. It was a horrible accident.
Yeah, it was hot in North Carolina. He had sweaty palms, and the slide just flew off of the 1911 frame. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
Okay, so Detective Young Kimbo, seems like you've got some experience in this in this category. If you wrap it tightly, you'll only need a few, maybe 4 or 5. Nice. Let's see. And then I saw who was that? Was that Andy Lipsco that came in here? Andy Lipsco with the member chat. Yo, I woke up and the stream is still on. Pew pew. Appreciate you coming in. Damian Christ, my guy. Good to see you. My brother in Christ. Vanessa Kitty. Somebody hit me up and they were like, Damian Christ. Isn't that kind of an oxymoron? I was like, dude, I never thought of that. So let's see. BB Luminous,
Shout
what's
out
up, brother?
Shout out to the random lady on Facebook Marketplace that just happened to have a small spool
Of
of
barbed wire.
barbed wire. I don't know why she had it, but she's like, I ordered too much or it was the wrong gauge. I'm like, $15 for the spool?
She
Because I could only
probably
find it like 50 and 100-foot spools. And I'm like, I need like 10, 15 feet.
I'm gonna guess that she got it to build a Lucille, or her husband was gonna build a Lucille, and then he sadly met an early. No, you never know. You never know.
He got
JLM,
blend.
what's up, my guy? That's too funny. Let's see. And I think I missed a couple other ones, but it's all good. We can come back to it. Remember when he busted the Asian dude's head? It's Glenn. How could you not remember? Hey, you in the tank. Yeah, you, dumbass. It's Glenn.
When he looked like the kid from Goonies.
Oh man. So I fell for that in the beginning when everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's the kid from Goonies." I literally thought that it was him. But you know, that's me
Can
being
you
silly.
imagine? People were watching a zombie show, Brains and Blood, and they were so upset at how graphic the Glenn scene was. You know, they went back and censored it. So if you go rewatch the episode, there's like some stuff taken out
Yeah, yeah.
because he was like gurgling and like it
His
was gross,
eyeball
dude.
was out. Like his
Yeah,
eyeball
you
was
could hear
literally
him
hanging
like
out.
death rattling and gurgling while he was trying to talk.
Absolutely.
But you're like, it's a zombie show. What did you expect?
Dude, and okay, I did not know this. Well, hold on. So BB Luminous, brother, member for 13 months. I love you. He says, I've been doing this shit too long. Keek, I appreciate you. Um, hold on. And yeah, Tim Hoppa, what's up, brother? So here's the funny thing. Um, did you know that after 10 p.m. that you can do whatever you want on TV?
Like cursing and they don't have to like beep
Yeah.
everything and
Yeah, so like FX, AMC. I remember one night I was
Adult
watching.
Swim, I guess, back in the day.
Yeah, right? South Park, right? Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Dude,
Yeah.
I was like watching The Walking Dead and I forgot what it was. It was shit, I don't remember what scene it was, but I just heard them drop the F bomb and I was like, "Hold, hold on, what?" And then yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like then FX. Now I don't have cable anymore, but like FX after 10 o'clock would play movies, and I'm like, stupid TV edited movie. And I'm like, oh shit, this shit's not edited, bro. So I don't know if there's like maybe an after 10 p.m. version of Glenn getting his ass whooped or beat to death, or maybe like a pre 10 p.m. But I don't know. But he was definitely eyeball hanging out of his head, gurgling, Maggie. Like, oh, it was bad. It was bad.
Makeup department must have had a blast with that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mike McClellan was over there. 18 months. Chana Chana member. 18 months. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys. Maggie, I love you. Smack. Damn, you're brutal, Anthony. And by the way, Anthony, yes, you were the one that I was talking about. You get the last DLD patch ever in existence, and I saved it for you from IV88 because you contacted me and asked me, and then I got that mysterious letter that showed up at my house, and you said like I know your address and stuff like that. The other cool thing is that this DLD patch, check this out. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glows in the dock. So now you can run around in your gear and get spotted from miles away. But it will not take on light like that unless you hit it with like a super high intense beam like a goon beam. So I got that for you, and that's it. It's the last one in the history of forever. You fuse rock, dude. You got it, man. You got it. Dark me. Okay, so bringing it back. So Big Mac Customs, is it because you love cheeseburgers
Big Mac
or
Defense.
oh, I'm so sorry. Customs. Why the hell I see
So
I said that like 3 times. So Big Mac defense. Is it because you love McDonald's Big Macs?
now I didn't want to do some like boring business name. I don't know. I wanted something that stood out. So I thought about it. I was like, I'm Jewish. You know, a lot of people know that. I play on that a little bit. So Maccabee Defense.
A little
I
bit.
was like, I like that. So the problem is a lot of people don't understand the reference. Maccabees were like a warrior class of people that took down a whole dynasty and the Jewish. Um, but Maccabee also means hammer.
Mm,
Um, so I did Maccabee defense, and then I think it was Dude Knowledge. I called him, and I'm like, "Yo, I want to name the business this, but I need something a little more creative because people aren't going to understand this." He's like, "Why don't you do Big Mac Defense? It's easy to remember. It's short, and for people who know, they'll know." So the LLC is Maccabee Defense LLC, and then our DBA, which is registered in our FFL and everything, is Big Mac Defense.
nice.
And even the logo, if you go on the website, you look at it closely, it's a rabbi. He has not rabbi, but he has the payas, little curly sideburns, rabbinical beard, and then you'll see the patch on the helmet is which Right now, more than ever, it's the American flag in the Magen David, the Star of David.
Is that do you have your logo? I think it was on your turn off your camera real quick.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah,
Yep.
with the
So yeah,
beard
you
and the
see
nose.
the patch on the side, and he has little curly sideburns called payas.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Hold on. They're called Pay Us.
payas. Pean. No, hold on. It's spelled weirder.
Okay, but it sounds like Pay Us.
I never thought about it. It does.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta just throw that out there. I just wanted to confirm that.
Payos is how it's spelled.
Payos.
Yep.
Payos. Okay. When you first said it, I was like, hold on, what? Interesting. It is a dope logo though. It is a dope logo.
Yeah, basically it's an identifier.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, the logo's cool. Shout out to Maccabee Apparel. I found them when I was starting all this up, and he had some really cool designs and T-shirts and like mashup of the U.S. Army Special Forces flag and some stuff. So we got
Mhm.
together. I was like, let's make a logo. He's like, oh, like an operator logo. So he sells the shirts and everything with the design. It's really cool.
Nice, nice. Yeah,
And
and I
he's
will say, for any
active duty military, I guess. I was like thinking if I should share that. It doesn't matter. It says it on his page.
oh yeah, as long as he says it, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for Kimball and others out there, let's just say that Jonah is probably one of the most effing based Jewish dudes you've ever met in your life. Yeah, he's awesome. And I know you play on it a lot, and it's hilarious, especially like when you go on the turkeys and you're yeah, it's great. It's great. Okay, so I interrupted you like an hour and a half ago about the CZPO7, I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, you said those are like drastically underrated. Hey, Ting
They
Ting, good
are.
to see you.
For me at least. So I shoot my Glocks well and everything, but that CZ, when the draw, no matter what I do, my irons are just right there. They have the suppressor height sights and they're just lined up every time. I could close my eyes and hit targets with that gun.
Now, is it so the don't they have a PO7 and then like the tiny PO7 too? Like is it like a
The
compact or something?
PO7 is their polymer framed hammer fired.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's a PO7 compact then, I think. What's
It's
the
just the
little
PO7.
well, no, I know they have the PO7, but didn't they make a really small polymer hammer fired as well?
That's the P10.
P10, that's what okay, I couldn't
P10
remember
is
what it
their
was.
striker fired series.
Oh, that's Striker. It's not Hammer. Okay.
Yeah. Which
So,
I don't know. I was upset about that because it was such a departure from their well known hammer guns. And for a lot of people that don't know, the CZ75 is like one of the most clone handguns. I'm sure Glock is going to push that at some point, but
yeah.
across the world, the 75 is one of the most cloned guns, and
Oh yeah.
their slide rides inside the frame, whereas Glocks it's kind of like on top of, and the rails are inside the slide. It's the
Yeah.
opposite. So you have a lower bore axis.
Lower bore axis, completely different felt recoil, like everything is different. They're crazy slick guns. I just I've never brought myself to purchase one.
They're great.
Um M Gabriel, good to see you. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Ting Ting, great to see you too. It seems like our arranged marriage is going to be expedited with where we are currently in the world. Andy Lipsco, yes. Okay, so what's going on with DLD hardware? I heard they were giving you a hard time. You good if I hit on this for a second?
Yeah. Can we show guns on air or no? Are we allowed to?
No guns.
No guns. Got it.
Technically, I wasn't even supposed to show the slide, but
Okay. Okay. So I
I
was gonna pull the
actually
PS7.
I've been taken down for showing a slide. I was actually taken down for two or three times for showing. I had a one of the 3D print CAD uh guys on here, and we pulled up. We were screen sharing a 3D rendering of a handgun, and YouTube kept taking us down. It was like, we believe you're breaking our weapons policy. I was like, or our firearms policy. I was like, what?
They
We're
literally have 3D videos showing how guns work on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like it's blue lines. What are you talking about? It's and we're not even touching anything.
These are
They
all airsoft guns, fake
so
rubber.
funny thing. Oh, you did put up all those guns. I didn't even
I
I
just
didn't
threw them
even
on my
see
stair rail.
it. That's awesome. Dude, I didn't even see that for a second. But that's the funny thing is that it even says firearm lookalikes now. So in their community guidelines, it says you can't hold BB guns, airsoft guns, gun lookalikes. Like if you hold up a resin gun, you know the whole reason why, right?
No,
Like why they don't want
there's
people
no
to.
logic in this, so no.
Oh, the only thing logical that they do, because they don't want somebody live streaming a mass tragic event. That's all
Well,
it
how are
is.
they going to know until it's already done?
I mean, the moment that they're pretty quick with it. Like I've literally been like, "All right, guys, today we're talking about the," like it's just the algorithm flags it. It gets sent to a person depending on the time here or overseas, and they just flag it or keep it moving. Because I've showed guns on live streams before, and it's never been an issue. Um, I've also done it before and got taken down immediately. So it depends. It's they usually don't strike your channel unless they've done it like multiple times. But then there's dudes like Lunkers TV was on a live stream the other day, literally cleaning and oiling and reassembling guns on a live stream. But I think for someone like him, he's got like over a million subs, and they're like, "Oh, he's Lunkers. He's not going
They'll
to
take it
go."
down later. They'll demonetize it.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not going to shoot up the club of chickens for KFC. So anyway, yeah, that's all that. Hold on, but I missed something earlier. Um, on stream non-aliving. Yep, that is absolutely right. That is near Beware. What's up, brother? Great to see you. And but did you get connected with Goonbeam? I on the stream 2 days ago. I told him to make sure that y'all got connected. Let's see. DLD After Dark, you need a portable review cam to show without touching. See, I don't even know what they would do about that because I guess it would be the same as like the guns just sitting back there, right?
Just
Like I
fly a
get
drone around all of your guns.
right. That's actually a really good idea. Like I don't know if you can tell, but I got straps over here. I mean, I got the Chrome AK, I got the SIG 556 SBR, I got the Glock 45, and I got the Glock. Actually, that's the Glock 45 Gen 5. That's the no, you can't even really tell. And then I got the Glock with the candy bar in it over here. Now, what are you working with back here?
Oh, Beretta A300 Patrol with an EOTech E-Flex. I love this gun. Takes everything.
Nice. How
It,
how how do you just out of curiosity, how would you compare that to a 1301?
1301 is noticeably a hair smoother and a
Okay.
hair faster, but you're never going to outrun the trigger on that gun regardless. Definitely smoother, but for half the price, solid. Really, really solid.
Hold on, half the price?
Yeah, I mean the 1301s right now are going for like $1,400, maybe give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
these
those
are
are running.
sub $900.
Okay, what was the model you said?
The A300 Patrol.
Gotcha. Could
So it's
you
still piston driven. It's using a single piston op rod instead of dual. And in the 1301, the recoil mechanism is in the handguard, the forend. In this, it's more traditional, which is a proven system where your recoil spring goes down into the stock. So it just kind of is a rod that goes back.
interesting. I do enjoy a good rod.
Yes. PWS Mark 116 with the
Who makes
matless
it?
bipod.
Sorry, who makes it?
PWS, Primary Weapon Systems.
Are you going to show your PWS tattoo tonight?
Yeah, right. I should get one.
I'm just
I
kidding.
sell enough of them.
Hey, matter of fact, can you help my brother get one of those Berettas? Because he's been looking for a
Yeah,
1301 forever, but he can't bring himself to spend because they're going for like 15.99 most
yeah.
places, and it's
Half
like,
the price.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that thing's
that's
awesome. It eats bird shot, no problem. Buckshot. The only thing it didn't like was a very specific brand of Herder's buckshot, and it was just weak ammo. It was like spitting it out the side.
interesting. So you can run bird through it too, no problem.
Oh, easy, easy.
I like
At
that.
$8 for a box or whatever it is, $7 for a box of 25. It's like, who cares?
Gord, good to see you, bro. Yeah, that's
Um,
Agorizer, my guy. What up?
I have a brace on here, even though it's a 16-inch gun. I just ran out of stocks. I SBR'd a lot of things, and I was like, I don't have any more stocks left.
That's funny.
So I need to buy more. B&T, I don't know which way it is. APC 9K, the tan guy,
Ooh,
with
nice.
the new Hollow Sun SCRS. The thing is awesome. Their solar charging rifle sight, no batteries.
Bro, I want that for a pistol. I want to put that on a pistol.
It's great. You can do it. It has a 509T mounting platform, and it comes with a riser.
Ooh, nice. Yo, what is that, the SBA3 on your PWS?
Yeah,
What color is it?
black.
Do you want to trade for like a SOPMod B5?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm running right there.
Boom. Dunzo. Let's do it.
Yeah, let me know.
Friends.
VZ68 Scorpion with the wire folder and the original wood grips.
Ooh, did you SBR that?
I
Nice.
hope so.
Well, I mean, fuck freedom, you know. But no, so with my crew, you gotta ask, you know.
Yeah,
No, I couldn't tell if it was complete or not, is what I
32
meant.
ACP, smoothest shooting gun I own. I think
So
it's so smooth.
let me just say this. I genuinely I didn't know if it was like parts or something, or if it was, so that's a complete 32 ACP with the folding wire, the clob.
Yeah, the
The
glob,
m the clob.
the
Oh,
glob,
man.
the
I need a
golden eye,
clob. That's
and then
fire.
PWS right there. Can't touch it. I guess lots of goodies on there. There's some full powered cat toy lasers on there. The
Nice.
new Surefire Turbo, EOTech, fancy stuff.
He I have a bat with rusty concertina wire wrapped around it. Isn't concertina, is that how you spell it? Constantina Constantina wire? Whatever it is. It's like razor wire, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty badass. 32 ACP is simultaneously cool and kind of sus. So here's the funny thing. You know what the longest running cartridge for all military and law enforcement in Europe, like the 32 ACP was the caliber for all things military law enforcement and conflict. Like that was their round. I mean, they also had like Tokarev and shit like that, but bro, the last like 100 years has been 32 ACP and Makarov and 9mm Kurtz, and like that was their shit, man. 32 ACP is probably the, maybe aside from 9 mil, and I guess 45 is basically, would you say 45 ACP is retired from like the law enforcement and military standard?
45 AARP.
Yes.
Yeah.
45 AARP.
Yeah, ultimately I would say it's retired. I don't know of any current like contracted weapons that are still running 45. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe some like small unit is running like an LWRC SMG 45 or something like that. But
Ooh, ooh,
that gun
man.
is a thumper. That'll keep 45 alive.
Dude, that I honestly, if I look, I actually considered purchasing one, and I remember you and I were having a conversation about it. Gerchop, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Oh, would you mind saying hello to Gerchop? It's important that you do.
Hello, Gerchop.
There you go, Gerchop, for you, baby. So I considered getting one because I think something stabbed my, I've broken so many of my vape glass things over here that like I would not be surprised if that is actual glass inside me. Yep, it might be. Anyway, I'll take care of that later. Um, so the LWRC, first off, let's just talk about LWRC and its superiority when it comes to PWS. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. Look, Jonah is a big PWS fan, okay? And I'm definitely, poking at him from time to time, but let's be real. PWS is on some shit. They're good. They're good. Long
Long
stroke.
stroke piston, like an
Yep.
AK. Smooth. They are up there with the smoothest shooting ARs.
Yeah. Also up there with the heaviest ARs.
Now, there's definitely heavier.
I know. I just gotta give it shit. But look, I no joke. PWS is some good shit, and some may even say that it could go toe to toe with a Knight's Armament AR.
I did say that, and I stand by that.
Ooh, woo! Yo, what I really want though, for real, is the Geisley Super Dookie in that green color. Oh man, that thing is so
That baby poo
gorgeous.
green.
Yes, man. That matter of fact, I got a picture of it right here. Right here. Let me see if I can bring that up. Oh man, here she goes. Here she goes. Look at that. So a couple issues with it though. So I personally I love the Geisley Super Duty. I think that it is an outstanding firearm and I love everything about it. And there are a few places that it could be improved. Okay? So if I were going to so this gun shop right here is selling this gun without the can for $2,500. In my opinion, that's not a fair price. It's overpriced, and you can get them for for much cheaper. But also, you can put them together for even less when there are deals on the uppers. But if I were to put like $1,700 into an LWRC, I would be getting a complete ambi lower with ambi mag release, ambi bolt release, ambi like a true ambi lower. And to me, I like having the ability to um, rip out the mag, throw it, and then throw in your other one. You know what I mean? And which that feature is kind of removed on my current LWRC because I put on the anti-walk, the KNS anti-walk pins because I got the cassette trigger in there, the Fostech Echo binary trigger, and the pins. The only reason I use that is because the pins actually walk out. When you're putting 30 rounds through your gun in 3 seconds, the shit's just like it's
Yep.
rattling, right? Typically you'll find them on machine guns, same kind of thing, because the pins actually will rattle out. But man, I for me to put even like $1,600 into the Geisley Super Dookie, it's still not giving me everything that like an LWRC would give me. I've never purchased a production rifle. I've always built it from a milled lower, or I've assembled it from a serialized lower and an upper or whatever. So for my first like production gun, I guess it wouldn't even be a production gun. If I went and I bought a Geisley green lower and then waited for the upper to come on sale and I buy that and then use a bunch of Geisley parts to complete it, I'm still assembling it. Like I want to buy a production gun that is like a duty grade, work grade gun that I can keep with me every day, beat the dog shit out of, and it's going to last me the rest of my life.
Look up the PWS Mark 113 Alpha.
Of course, you're going to be okay. If it wasn't a PWS, what else would you recommend for that category? Well, let me ask this: would you categorize the Geisley Super Dookie as, and I say that because it's poop green, but would you categorize the Geisley Super Duty as a duty grade gun that you could have with you all day, every day, beat it up and all that shit?
100%. People do it. I mean, it's a duty gun.
Yeah. So
It's an
aside,
improved duty gun. It's like if you took like a Daniel Defense
mm-hmm.
and just made it better,
Yeah,
cleaned it up.
took a Daniel Defense and then made it not a Daniel Defense and then improved it.
And then poop green.
Yeah.
No, the
uh,
only reason I mentioned the Mark 113 Alpha from PWS, it's also that same green color.
is it really?
Yeah, it's a limited run gun they did. Really nice gun.
Okay, let me look.
And it's a 13-inch, which is like, I've seen 13 catching on, oddly enough.
Apparently, it's like the new crack of the gun community. So it's a PWS MK13
113, 113
113
Alpha.
Alpha. Okay, here it is. Let's see it. Now this is that long stroke, right?
Long stroke,
Yeah.
adjustable gas system for suppression.
Dang. She's a pretty girl. Okay,
But
let
you
me
asked what else I would recommend in that category.
hold on.
BCM.
I love BCM. My primary right now has a lot of BCM parts on it. Did this fool put a Sig, Romeo, and fudging. Hold on. Don't tell me this dude bought a PWS, that PWS that I just. Where'd it go? I just pulled the shit up. Hold on.
Oh, and ambi lower on the new PWS mod 2s, by the way, full ambi.
Oh, nice. Bro, I literally just pulled the shit up. Why? Okay, here it is. Reddit. Of course, it's Reddit. Did this dude put a Sig Romeo and Juliet combo on a freaking PWS?
Oh.
Right? Am I
They switched
tripping?
up the furniture a little bit. That's not the same gun. That's a Mark 114.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. Stop sharing. Cancel
It's
that.
on their
Like,
website.
so it looks like okay. That's it right there. I want to get a big picture though. Hang on. Damn, 25 hundo. That's full MSRP though.
Get better prices on that. Come on.
I know a guy. Okay, so this looks like it's it. Boom. Okay, so this is it right, y'all.
That's it. Yeah. It's anodized. It looks Cerakoted there, but it's actually an anodized green.
Nice. I really like that anodized look because that's the Geisley is anodized as well, right?
Yep.
Did you see that they do the um oh man, well, what's it called? I forgot the term they use, but Geisley makes the gray color iridium, the iridium
Yes.
gray.
It's like a shiny gray, isn't it?
Yes, that
Yeah.
is pretty nasty. I will say though, the green just has like a special kind of like come fuck with me kind of look. Now, the only thing that concerns me about this is that the system is not a standard DI gun. So if shit went down in the field, like what are you going to do, you know?
Mostly mil spec parts. The upper is mil spec. They've widened the gas tube hole.
Okay.
The bolt carrier and bolt are mil spec. The only thing that's changed is the gas key was swapped out for a piston. It's still the same. In theory, you could put that piston on a regular bolt carrier.
So you could retrofit a standard bolt carrier to
Yes,
fit
I think
this.
they might make a small relief cut in the bolt carrier for the piston, but that's it.
Could my extensive skills as a Dremel smith potentially help?
I'm sure.
I'm just kidding.
Everything
Uh,
else, I mean, your lower is mil spec. The upper, for the most part, is mil spec. Everything else is the same. Gas block obviously is different.
that is
And they
pretty.
even will give you color matched cases if you wanted. You could choose the color of the case.
Bing, bing,
Save your equipment.
bing. Nice. That's dope. That's dope. I'm not gonna lie. It's cool. I don't know. You know, I don't know. So okay. On that note, if it were something else, what else would you go for? What other
BCM
brand?
would have to be the next best. Like I said, BCM's great.
Yeah. That was like my so when I kind of got out of the like I built a bunch of like PSAs and like more affordable options, which are all good guns. They still run. They still I mean they're honestly they're great. I haven't had problems with them yet. Um I wanted to put something together that was like a little bit nicer, but not like I mean like mid tier, right? And I mentioned this before, so my viewers are going to be like, "Oh, here he goes again." I wanted a Mark 18, but I didn't want an actual Mark 18. I wanted to effectively have something similar, but didn't want to stick within like the typical confines of like a Riz 2 and all that. So I was like, "Fuck this." I got an LWRC M6IC lower, and then I put the at the time I put the PDW brace on it, but I'm gonna switch that shit out. Matter of fact, I may put your SBA3 on it and
Yeah, we know.
or use that for I got a Noveski a build with Noveski stuff I'm putting together. But the LWRC lower, which I love, I got it for stupid cheap. A BCM stripped upper with a BCM BCG and a Colt 10.3-inch barrel and a regular ass Midwest Industries handguard, a primary arms Cyclops, the 1X prismatic Cyclops, which has been awesome.
Was
And
the
then
Midwest handguard we were looking at the other day? It was like this is a clone.
no, it's different. It's a different
Okay,
one.
okay,
It was like the first Midwest M-Lock handguard ever
gotcha.
created. I know because
Oh,
I
M
got it.
lock. You said not quad.
Yeah, it was M-Lock. So I got it for like $89 or $90 or something like that. And I remember because like obviously, when was the last time a handguard from a reputable company was sub $100, right? Um, when I got it, I went to the dude like I was at the guns show, and I was like, I want a 9 inch or a 9.5 inch key mod, and he was like, bro, take this. It's M-Lock. Listen to me when I tell you, key mod is not the future. M-Lock is the future. And I was like, yeah, but Keymod looks really cool. And he was like, dude, it will be gone before you know it. And I'm like, man, this dude doesn't know shit, man. But whatever, I'll buy it. I ended up getting it, and thank God I did because, dude, I've seen there was a shooting actually. I watched. I'll review like a lot of shootings and kind of just learn for the purpose of like, you know, looking where other people make mistakes or what can I learn. I would much rather learn active shooter stuff and EDC stuff, self defense stuff from other people's errors that are on video. There's a cop. He had his duty rifle with him, and he went up to a bank. Him and another cop went up to a bank where a guy with a gun. It was a call with a guy with a gun. The dude had already shot people inside the bank. They walk up. One cop is up the concrete steps. This cop is walking like up the concrete steps when they get there.
Oh, I
And
saw this one. They shot the yeah.
the one cop, yeah, he shot the one cop in the
Yeah.
head immediately, donezo, right? Well, when the shot breaks off, the cop that you're watching the body cam through drops his rifle. Do you remember what happened when he dropped it? His light, his grip, like
I don't remember
everything
seeing that.
on the handguard, it just all came off. Everything that he had on his rifle came like on the handguard. So I think it was his light and his pressure switch. I don't think he had a grip that fell off, but absolutely 100% his light and his pressure switch just popped right off of there like nothing.
Was it
And I was
Streamlight?
it may have been Streamlight or
It
Surefire. It
was
definitely
Olight,
wasn't.
wasn't it?
Oh, I don't think so. I think it would have exploded if it was Olight. But honestly, the first thing I thought of, because I couldn't really make out in the video, I was like, I wonder if that was Key Mod, Dick Mod. It does look like Dick's. But I was like, man, my goon beam has never fallen off. And
I was gonna
and
say, you know what? It should have been a gun beam.
I know, dude. I've seen Dust throw his rifle with his goon beam on it, and that literally nothing happened. And I think it was because it was Keymod. I got to look back at the video, but man, Keymod and Dude Knowledge is gonna hate that I'm saying this because he's like, "What Keymod?" Right? He loves it, but I don't know. I'm M-Lock or Pick Rail all day. I would actually take Pick Rail if I wouldn't get assassinated by all my viewers and friends.
Pick rail still has its place. It looks cool on shorter barrels.
Yeah, it does. It does. That BCM handguard that I got from you is going on the frag out upper and lower,
Yep,
and
that's gonna look sick.
the engraved one.
It was
I'm gonna
the
do it.
MCMR, right?
Hmm,
And the MCMR handguard.
I think
Yeah,
so.
that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was looking at it and I was like, damn, like so I may use so that's a 10.5 inch Noveske barrel with a Noveske gas block, Noveske gas tube, which I bought it and it was all pinned and all on it. So I'm gonna have to completely take all that shit off again to mount it. But either way, because you're like, how are you gonna put the barrel nut on and how are you? It's like, well, I got to take it off. Um, anyway, the I have another set of an upper and a lower. I was looking at the hand guards that Frag Out uses because it's a Frag Out lower, and they're gorgeous, right? They have pick rail coming off of the flat top, then they go down, and the whole thing is slick, and then it comes back up to a pick rail
I
at the
got something even
end.
cooler. Can't show it, I don't think.
I can pull up a
They
picture.
the PWS has pick lock.
Pick
It
lock.
is Picatinny that sits flush with the M lock.
What?
Can I show the
Okay,
upper only? No.
hold on. I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
PWS.
yeah, yeah. PWS
Hey,
pick lock. PICLOCK or LOC, whatever.
damn, they're out here creating their own freaking
Dude, it's
stuff.
cool. So it's literally Picatinny. It's flush with the M lock, and they added the little edge it needs.
Whoa.
It's cool, but it's flush. It's all flush. It feels good. So when you're like gripping the rifle, there's no like cheese grater effect or
Bro, that's crazy. How have I never seen this? Is it like exclusive to them?
it's their thing. They made it. I wonder if you probably could buy the handguard and the barrel nut.
Damn, how come I can't pull just the GD picture up? Hang on. This may work. It's like
It
it's like
blows your mind too because you can have it in front of you looking at it. And you're like, I
I
don't
know.
understand how this works.
I'm like,
Like you,
how?
yeah, you look at it and you just like it in front of you, and it's like, I don't get it. Like you take a couple minutes to process.
Dude, every picture that I'm pulling up, as soon as I pull up okay, so this may be. See, this doesn't
And
even
there's
show up that
M-lock
well.
slots in the Picatinny as well. So you can mount M-lock items to the pick rail. There's threaded holes with the Picatinny cutouts.
This is
Or
the
the
biggest
M-lock cutouts,
picture.
sorry. M-lock cutouts.
This is the biggest picture that I can show, and it doesn't show it very well at all because it looks like it has the corners like a Picatinny rail would, but it's down
But
at
yet
the
it's flushed with the M-lock. There's no raised anything. It's
yeah.
flush. It doesn't go any really deeper. And there's two threaded holes up front, so your M-lock accessory still fits in there, and you just thread the M-lock screw in instead of using the T-nut.
Yeah, it's like recessed in there. It's
Yeah.
totally different. Dang, that's
Do
pretty
they have
dope.
like a top-down view?
Not on that one, but I'm gonna pull this one up, which will show some more different ones. So like this, for an example, I don't even know
Yeah,
how
it's
well you can see
completely
that.
flush.
Yeah, it's too small. If you guys look down here where the laser and the light are.
The bottom actually, the 6 o'clock position is a good example. You see it just a straight continuation. The M lock doesn't come up or down any further than the pick. It's weird. It's really weird, man.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
a
there you
little
go.
bit better.
So you
That
can see it's painted, but you see he has that's a really good example. He has an M lock accessory mounted on the Picatinny, but it's flush still.
dang. That's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know why like every company hasn't done that.
They may have patented it or something.
Probably.
Dang, that's pretty fire, dude. I literally had no idea. Yeah, it's like recessed into it, and it's not as
Yeah,
cheese gratery.
Bootleg was their DI company, so they did all the same stuff but DI for a while.
Oh, nice. Dang, someone's selling a 7-inch upper with
Diablo.
dang. Yeah, bro, I'll be honest. Like I run my rifle suppressed almost dedicated 100%, right? And we were running a class the intermediate or no, the advanced gunfighter class no, dude knowledge wasn't at this one. So this is the one we did with Hat Creek. And this dude was there with a 7.5-inch AR pistol. And I'm rocking a 10-3 that's suppressed. And everyone else is rocking either like 12.5, 14.5 suppressed, 16-inch suppressed, or, you know, a full size 16-inch. I think one dude had a 16-inch that was not suppressed. Bro, when all of us are running courses and it's like and Hat Creek is like, bro, it's the timer's not even picking up your shots, dude. And I was like, damn it. And then this dude comes, it's like, oh my god, like a flashbang going off in your mouth. Like it is crazy, dude. Literally chattering your teeth and like I literally could not even fucking like handle it.
Shooter's global shot timer will pick up your suppressed shots. Just saying.
That's true.
It's
It'll
one
even
thing it
pick
does
up
very well.
yeah, it'll even pick up your dry fire shots.
Yeah, if you fart, it'll pick it up.
Oh damn, integrity. He said
Yeah, oh,
Jonah
he's out here
sounds
talking.
captain.
He's running his lip now. I see.
I took your PWS to Maryland to Tom shoot it. It was a failure city. Damn, had to put it
Yeah,
up. It
no,
was a.
it ran. It ran.
I know. I know I bust your balls for loving PWS, but I have not run anything PWS like that. Like I've just never had my time. I've seen a couple guys when I worked at the gun shop that were all about it, but it's just not been my thing. You know, I'm a crabby old school dude. Not like 1911 old school, but it's funny. I was watching this dude. I forgot who it was, but he was like, "Man, I can't stand these new school guns and this and that and these Glocks. They're too new and useful."
Tupperware guns and
He said they're too new and useful. I was like, dude, that's
not
actually what.
heavy enough.
Yeah, right. I need to feel like there's a brick in my pants. Yeah, but the Geisley is kind of calling my name, but honestly, I could see myself going with a BCM. I just want to get a production gun. Like I just I
PWS just discontinued their Pro series, and they went on serious sale, like big sale.
mm, damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would grab one. I mean, I for real, I looked at the Q Sugar Weasel for 1,500 bucks, but I was like, that that's not like a duty grade gun, you
It's a
know?
cool gun.
Yeah, it's a cool gun, it's a pretty gun. Clear ammo is tits, but
Sugar Weasel isn't clear anno anymore.
the one they got at my local shop is.
Oh, if it was an older one, I'm pretty sure it was the Sugar Weasel. They stopped the clear anodizing.
Really? Yeah, it's there for 1,500 bucks. It has a get on LMT. Man, LMT just seems like
Their quality has been kind of suffering the last like 2 years.
really.
There's been weird stuff like their buffer, the threads for their buffer tube are not like they're off center. And you look at the back of the receiver and one side's thicker than the other, and people are like, "This is not okay." And LMG's like, "Yeah, it's totally normal for the machining process."
See, my issue was that every single and yo, I cannot discount the fact that Lewis Machine and Tool has been in business for probably longer than I've been alive. Right? They've been in the game way longer than I have, so I'm not saying anything about that. But every single LMT I have ever picked up in my life has just felt like a heavy freaking rock, and I'm just not interested. It reminds me of Rock River shit. It's just like I'm not even interested. And it just seems like heavy ass mil spec shit. Now, some people swear to God by it, like they are like LMT or bust. And when I was on the turkeys and somebody brought LMT up, you know what they said? All of them.
What
Where do you think they said LMT belongs?
mid tier?
In the trash.
Oh,
I was like, oof. I've never said in Montana. I got nothing but love for you and anyone else that runs LMT. If you run it and you like it, then do your thing. Um, I don't know. For me, I just every single one I picked up is just like, ugh.
they're
I can't picture
pricey
myself
for
running it.
what they are too.
It just seems like all like mil spec shit.
What's people's thoughts on Sons of Liberty? I know they've been up and down.
So most people's thoughts on Sons of Liberty was that a lot of people have been enjoying not liking them. And then there's a whole bunch of people, I'd say it's split. Half the people I hear are like, "Yo, Sons of Liberty are fucking, crushing it and they're dope and blah blah blah." And then some people are just like, "Man, they're trash." So I don't have any personal opinion on them. I have run nothing of theirs at
Hodge,
all.
Hodge Defense, if you could find them.
Hmm?
Hodge Defense.
Nope, we got no experience with them.
What's the other one? EWC or E?
All
What is it?
my They said, "No, I don't run LMT. Just thought they look cool." Yeah, my thing is like when you pick them up, it really reminds me of like Rock River, super heavy ass mil spec, and it's not worth the price tag that's on it. Most, yeah, LWRC, I love. If the first thought I had when I was like, I'm going to pick up a production gun was LWRC. PWEDC, yes. Prison wallet everyday carry. Absolutely.
I think it's EWS, Evolved Weapon Systems. I want to say possibly they've been like coming up pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them. I mean, I guess I'm kind of old school in my AR stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna build shit and use like BCM, Noveski, and LWRC shit when I can come across it. You know, the most economical, excuse me, the most economical and overlooked upgrade from LWRC that like no one takes advantage of, the
What
PWIC PD PDIC. Fuck, what is it? Anyway,
ABCD?
it's I promise it's not PWEDC. It's A, Flying Rich, Poverty Pony, or PSA all the way. You can do that to arm your neighborhood, but like, what are you gonna carry? you know? That's why I got, 30 Glocks.
That's how you
That's
get
for the
shot by your neighbor accidentally.
yeah, no, you don't actually give them bullets. You gotta make them work for that. No, I forgot what it was, but basically I always remember the goddamn designation of it, but it's their UCIW. That's what it is. Sorry. So it's the
Yep.
ultra compact stock that they make, right? Um,
It's like the SOP mod, but short.
yes. So it's like if they took a SOP mod stock and then cut like 2.5, I don't know, maybe even 3 inches off it, but it gives you about 2 to 2.5 inches off your system. So for like 100 and I don't know $90, you get LWRC UCIW buffer. You get the LWRC stock, which is like a chopped off B5 SOT mod stock. You get a buffer spring, which is obviously LWRC, and a buffer weight. And it brings you down by about 2 to 2.5 inches. It is crazy comfortable and it is super small. And it's like under 200
Proprietary
bucks.
though. That's all
Yes,
proprietary stuff.
it is proprietary. It's got a proprietary buffer, but you can run it with any any BCG.
Yeah, of course. I'm saying like the spring, the buffer, that's all because it's shortened system.
Yeah, you have to run all of that
Yep.
together.
I'm curious, do they make different weight buffers? Because I haven't seen that. And like for piston guns, you generally like run H2 buffers.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting because I only have seen it sold with the one buffer. Now you can probably punch the pin and mess with the weights, but who actually does that? You know?
I have.
Yeah, I haven't really messed with it. I'm just like,
You can just buy the weights, but I mean buffers are cheap enough that you just buy a new buffer. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, I need an H2. I need an H3. I need an H3 for my special trigger that I would only talk about under the conditions of a court. Just kidding. Let me stop. I'm joking. I never got my hands on the FRT or WOT, but right now the ATF was literally going to people's doors and knocking on doors and taking them. Now they get an injunction and or well TRO, was it a TRO or I think it was an injunction, and they're technically not machine guns right now. So if somebody were to make content on them right now, literally right now, would be a great time. But hey, you could just go listen to the PSR song FRT WOT. Sorry, that's a felony. Yeah, it's a dope track. Dope track.
Flying Rich asked if the Steyr AUG is a go to war gun. I mean, it literally is a go to war gun. It's been to war.
100%. Yeah. I was actually telling him or asking him today. We were talking about it. I was like, "Could you SBR an AUG?"
Yeah, they make the shorter barrels for them.
But he's saying that even he's got the 16.5 inch, and it basically goes right up to the handguard and the grip. I was like, "There's
Oh, they
got to
make the
be
shorter ones. Same with the not the Galil, the IWI
the Tavor."
Tavor.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, pretty sure the Steyr AUG is quite a long barrel with a 16-inch.
yeah. I have to pull it up. I know the 20 inch that thing is out there, but here's the dope thing: the 20 inch AUG is about the size of a 16-inch AR. So you can
Yeah.
literally, with some XM193, you could be punching through steel plates, okay, with a a gun that's the same goddamn size as a 16-inch AR, right? But you're punching through level 3 steel plates with XM193. That shit's fire. And yes, and it was so the reason that the AUG with the quick change barrels was created is because originally it was developed as a light machine gun. And what you were supposed to do is run through 1,000, 2,000 rounds and then burn that barrel to hell and then chunk, 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 and then take that bitch out, throw a new one in, and while the other one cools, while the rest of the unit is peeing on it to cool it off, then you run another 1 to 2,000 rounds to the other one. John Crump, brother, appreciate the super chat. It was a PL. Hmm? What was it?
Probably
What
meant to
was
say it
it?
was a pleasure.
It was
Or is that a PI?
PI. What are you talking about, Crump? And thank you for the super
PI,
chat.
prostate issues.
Oh, that sounds yucky. Hold on. Integrity Farms is start. Oh, go to.
Bro, Graham's on his SR-15. He loves it. That's the only gun he likes.
Well, he also is rocking a $4,100 HK 308. Like that's look, if you got them, run them. But I'm
Oh, preliminary injunction. Yeah,
oh preliminary. That makes sense. Thank you, Crump. Thank you.
not prostate issue.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that your prostate's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here you are, Goonbeam. Just in case, I know I mentioned it last stream. So the guy from the giveaway, the end is near beware, was in here earlier. So I just want to make sure y'all connected. You may have already connected with him, but I'm just saying. Um, yeah, I wanted to make sure.
I'm convinced Goonbeam's a robot. I've talked to him on the phone. I haven't seen his
Yeah,
face.
yeah, me either. But he did say if he ever went on a live stream, that DLD After Dark would be the first one. I'm just saying. It, it'll be
Goonbeam
sick.
is secretly Donald Trump. I know it.
Ooh, that could be. Prove him
He's in
wrong.
Florida, the
So this
swamp.
this is an interesting thing. Integrity Firearms says 8 to 10 years, PSA will dominate the AR game, and I hate PSA. So, okay, so a couple things to unpack there. What are your thoughts on that?
I think they already dominate the low mid AR game. Entry level AR game, everyone knows PSA.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're going to dominate everything. They're not going to take over like the high mid, and the Saber's okay,
Why do you
but
think they developed the saber? The
to get
saber.
into that high mid category.
Yeah. So I think
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
I just think the mindset of the people that want PSA, it's before you've taken that next step into like, okay, I'm cool spending $600 on an EOTech and I'm cool spending $400 on a light. It's just there's a little gap there. So I think they've gotten like mid tier. I don't know if they're going to dominate though.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's nothing wrong with liking mid or low mid or whatever you want to call it. Still good guns. They work.
yeah, they work, they run. So John Crump Live, it's called Uncensored Podcast, not censored podcast on Rumble. So everyone go if you could, if you're interested in coming to see some folks that you know and like and trust talk about some shit that we are usually not allowed to talk about on YouTube, then come to the Uncensored podcast on Rumble. It's going to be Jonald Crump Jr. and myself. And it sounds like we have Goonbeam coming on. No way. No way. I
On
don't believe
camera.
that at all. Yeah, on camera. I don't believe it. There we
Don't
go.
watch the censored one though. I'd watch the uncensored one.
Yeah,
Okay.
watch the Uncensored podcast. And it's 2 words, I think. I had it pulled up here. But Uncensored podcast on Rumble. Yeah, 2 words. Uncensored. It's this here. WOTFRT. Sorry, that's a felony. Yeah. So show some love. Go subscribe, and you're gonna love it. We're gonna talk about all the things. And I don't believe that we have Goonbeam scheduled. I don't believe it at all. So here's what I think from the perspective of volume and sales. I think PSA's got it because I admire them as a company because what they stood for and what they stand for, and they haven't shifted from that. And I hope that they don't. And here's why: the reason that I love PSA. Do I use all of their products and stuff? No. But there's two things. I I acknowledge that not everyone in the world has access to the same amount of funds. So because of that, people may only have like 40, $50 to drop at a time to get like a lower, right? And then they may only have two, $300 to get like an upper or whatever. And then there's these deals that come up, crazy deals. And because their goal is to kind of, use the, what was the term? Common use. They wanted to make ARs in as much common use as possible so that they can basically defeat that argument. So the gay TF could never come and say like, well, aren't in common use. Like, well, absolutely they are. They've sold probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them, if not more. From a volume standpoint, they're crushing it right now. I also know that they're not the absolute best quality. I have PSA guns. I have guns that where the uppers are complete PSA, but the lowers are like, arrow and spikes and whatever, but they still run. And I just would that be the gun that I grab if shit popped off? Probably not. Would those be the guns that I would bury in the ground? Like, absolutely. Because I know I could grab them, run, whatever I got to through them, and then just throw them in the sewer if I needed to when I was done with it. Not that I would,
You know what they do though? They kind of like and I hate
but I
as
think hold on, sorry.
you're good.
For
You're good.
just to finish my thought because I got sidetracked. So what I think though, and I think Graham may be right, is that because they've captured so much of the market share, because they have the advertising down, they have the deals down, and all this stuff. They introduced the Saber line to attract like the kind of low mid tier people, right? And then I think in the future they're going to continue kind of climbing up there. They are making nicer stuff. They crushed it with the Glock line. They made Glock 19 clones $250. And like a lot of times I just don't know how they're making money. I think they're just making some money back. But I think over time, because of the market share that they have, as they increase their price, they should always keep this stuff for these people. I mean, I'm literally wearing a PSA shirt, right? Like those are my guys. I was just out there in Greenville. But PSA, if you guys are going to do the Saber line, and then if you start making higher tier stuff, that's fine. But always keep this available for the average Joe. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's just say something they do that I do and don't like is from a non-dealer perspective, they offer insane prices on non-PSA items, ammo, lasers, everything. From a dealer perspective, they offer prices that
You
I
can't
would
compete.
literally get put on a do not sell list.
Yeah,
If I offered the pricing they're offering, I could get banned from selling that product.
bro. You know
They
what
get
I
away
bought
with
that
it.
MP5 from or
What was
for?
that?
You know what I bought that MP5 for?
What?
Like $800.
Dude, I mean, they were just selling D-ball D2 lasers. D2, yeah. D3, D2, whichever one it was. And my I think the laser map is like 16, 1800. They were selling them for $1,200. That's below my cost. Now,
Wow.
I'm not mad. Not mad. Like people got a great deal, and I actually sent some of my customers there that wanted D balls. I was like, go to Palmetto, man. I can't, in good conscience, charge you $1,500, $1,600 for something that I know that right now you could get for $1,200. I would feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I sent them there, but it's like if I sold a laser for that cheap, I would get Steiner putting me on a do not sell list.
Yeah, you would get casted out.
They
That
get free rank.
Bro, that happened to me with, well, not really, but I had a talking to a couple times by, Polymer 80, but, I
Good
do
call
wanna
from
say
host.
I use, uh I use a lot of Polymer 80 products, but from a dealer's perspective, from somebody that buys their product in bulk, I just wanna come out in the public and say, fuck Polymer 80. Fuck Polymer 80. The worst customer service, the worst experience I've ever had with a company as a dealer, the worst fucking salesperson, the worst something I was buying at X price, they literally they didn't even contact me. I contacted them and I was like, "Hey, I need to place an order." They're like, "Oh, you've been priced over here incorrectly. We know you've bought thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of shit with us, like, every 2 weeks. But what we need to do is charge you more than twice as much moving forward." And blah, like it's crazy. And then when they ship shit, I still have orders from January and February that haven't even shipped yet. Then when they do ship shit, it's like sometimes they ship it by plane and it gets here in 3 days, and sometimes it gets here by train and it gets here in 4 weeks. Like, they ship whenever they want. They're fucking terrible, and I know people that bought lowers in January that still haven't received them, and guess what? Their injunction ran out. Now they can't. Now they legally can't send them. Fucking dirt bags. Sorry. And yes, PSA does buy in tremendous bulk. So they probably are on a completely different pricing scale. I get it. Sorry, that was my little rant.
But even if we're on a different pricing scale, why why do you get to break the rules and go under map?
They shouldn't be able to go under map. No one should be able to go under map. And just like Lunkers and Donut Operator and Demolition Matt and all these guys can handle guns on live streams, they're like, yeah, but it's PSA. They're just gonna get away with it, just like all those YouTubers get away with handling guns on live streams.
But that other half of me is like, they're giving people such a great deal and they're getting these crucial items onto the market. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I mean, if they get a laser from them, they'll probably go to you for night vision.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
look, at
like
the end of
shit.
the day, I can call and report a map violation, or I can send 6 of my customers there and see my customers with cool gear. I'd rather have that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and if they're below your cost, then shit, buy a few anyway. Like, I'd go there and buy some. If I found somebody with a bunch of Glock 17 jigs right now, I would buy all of them. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. Let's see.
I've had people report me for map stuff too, which is crazy, man. This industry is toxic.
Bro,
There's night vision dealers. I wasn't posting prices, but I was selling PVS 31s for really good cost. Another night vision dealer, I'm not going to say any names, reported me for selling below cost. Why would I sell night vision below my cost? I'd lose money. So he called the manufacturer and reported us. And I'm
wow.
like, just because I'm selling it or I'm getting it cheaper than your cost, and
Yeah,
I purposely don't post prices, not only to violate MAP, but to keep the market fair.
yeah,
I can't just go on Facebook and post, hey, I'm going to sell this for $2,000 below MAP, because that's not fair to the 18 other guys that are trying to sell the same product. Ultimately, my business savvy and how I treat people is going to what sells my product, not, you know, having to
that's
advertise super low prices.
that's why all you guys out there, when you go to gun websites and you see put in cart to see price, you know why they do that? So they don't
MAP.
violate map. Yeah, because they have bots that literally scroll through the internet looking for the pricing and for all that. And that's why I talked to my sales rep at Polymer 80 and I was like, okay, so if I post my jigs for, $29 or whatever, they're 25, 25. They're 24.99, I think. And I post them for 24.99, and then they actually sell with shipping and all that for $33.36. If I put on there on my website, whatever the MSRP is, right? Or whatever MAP is, and I say, okay, that's how much I don't sell them at MAP, right? I don't even know right now off the top of my head what MAP is. But I think MAP is like $35, okay, which is crazy. Polymer 80 is selling them for $50, and then they're like, we're not selling any jigs. Like, yeah, because they're $50, which is crazy. So, I'll post them for $35 and then have it crossed out and it says sale 24.99, right? And the guy, my salesperson was like, yeah, that's good. That's fine. Just do that. I was like, okay, cool. So I did that for a long time. Like I said, I've sold like 4,000 jigs, and my salesperson was set out to pasture, and I had a new salesperson who either doesn't like me or well, now they definitely are not going to like me because I was like, fuck them. But they were like, nope, you can't do that. That's a map violation. And I started getting emails all the time of map violations. You need to do this. Oh, we don't care what you sell it for. We care what you advertise it for. I'm like, okay, well, I advertised it for map, but then I said it's on sale, which is virtually the same thing is what you're saying, right? So yeah, they're fucking with me. I'm gonna have to stop fucking with Polymer 80 products altogether. But I love what they stand for as a company. They stand for freedom and independence and the ability for anyone to build modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach. And that's what I stand for. That's all I'm saying. Is Big Mac white? That's a question.
No, I'm Jewish.
There you go, Gerchop. You heard it here first, folks. No, I'm Jewish. I'm still trying to get P80 to send me the correct rails. Yo, good luck. Guess what? I ordered a pallet of ish from them. I've ordered several pallets from them. And the dude that I was buying from, I was like, what sales do you have going on right now? He was like, I got sales on complete kits, which at the time, what he meant by that was a frame, a jig, drill bits, rails, all that shit, right? So, Gerchop, you're Asian? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for one moment. So I was like, okay, great. What are the prices? And let's get them. I'm like, all right, I want 10 gray, 10 black, 1019 in black, 1019 in gray. I want, 10 flat dark earth. I want 10, like, just started going through, and they sent all of them, right? But some of them, they were all the same price. Some were full kits. This is during the time that we were legally allowed to, buy and sell and deal in full kits with the frame, the rails, the jig, the drill bits, and all that shit. And some were just bare frames. No jig, no bits, no rails, no nothing. All the same price. And I called him and I was like, hey, I think you guys made a mistake. None of these have rails or jigs or bits or anything else. And they said, oh, I'm sorry that your last sales rep did not disclose that to you. I was like, okay, well, can I get the rails for them? No. The rails are on sale on our website as a distributor. You can go on there and order them. I'm like, yo, how are you going to do me like that? They were all the same price. I paid all the same price for all of them, but some were frames and some were kits and some were, they don't give a shit about anything, man. Anything at all. It's crazy. It's crazy. They don't care because they have the closest thing to a monopoly in the gun building world. All right. The reality is that when it comes to frames, you have the biggest manufacturer, distributor, dealer, whatever, Polymer 80. Okay. And then you have 80% arms GST9s. And then you had, for a very short time period, you had the Lone Wolf, Freedom Wolf selling. Any other frame that's out there is a small little blip on the radar. Some pop up here and there. The MUP 1 shows up, the SIG 320 MUP 1 shows up. That's kind of a little blip on the radar, right? These other things pop up. JSD has a Beretta 80%, but it's not to market. And it's just these other things aren't really doing anything, but Polymer 80s are selling in the millions. It's just a completely different, different thing. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. DB Cooper, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Let's see. Let's see. Big Mac.
Bro, on this separate topic, because mentioning going to the motherland, Do you know how many people have called me trying to get me to sell them ITAR stuff to ship out of country? I'm like, yo, that's big no.
Damn, they're trying to get
Multiple
shit
calls
shipped.
a day. Dude, I have $200,000 to spend on night vision. I need to send it overseas. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
And it's always the same story. There's like, no, 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 I have someone set up for transport. They're ITAR compliant. I said, you don't understand how hard it is. You have to get a signature from the federal government to allow you to send this stuff overseas. These people
I
are throwing it on a private plane and hoping it doesn't get inspected on the way out, flying it over to Israel. It's fine.
ooh,
I don't want to be held accountable for that.
damn. I mean, is
It's
there a
dicey.
way that you could, get, like, approved for, I mean, I've heard of all the fuckery, like, Hoff, rest in peace, Richard Hoffman, he was dealing with Interarms, and they did a lot of international shipping of shit, and he was like, "Dude, all the fuckery that they would pull, they would literally just change their mind on ship being allowed to come or not. It would be sitting there on the floor for, like, months. It just a total, like, shit show."
Yeah, with ITAR and EAR, it's super trackable for the night vision because it's all serialized.
Yeah.
So if I were to make that, do that and break the rules, someone gets caught with that going out of the country. They go back to the manufacturer of the cereal, goes to my distributor, and then to me. If they could prove that I was aware of what that person was doing, I don't know the legalese of that, but like I'm technically brokering that deal. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's a big responsibility, man. Because in the end of the day, I'm the one that gets screwed for that.
Montana, yes. Richard Hoffman, the not Hoffman Tactical, okay, just to be clear, Richard Hoffman of BWE Firearms passed away. He, unfortunately passed away after his, wife randomly had a heart attack and passed away. Um, he, uh, he passed away not too long after that. He was one of the literally one of the most well-known Uzi machine gun builders, fixers, manufacturers, like, in the country. This dude was like IMI would call him with questions, like, no joke. He was the guy. And, yeah, unfortunately, he passed away. If you did not know that, I'm sorry, but, yeah, just the other day in my, YouTube feed, it just one of his videos popped up at the top of my feed, and I got chills. I was like, "Oh, man." He'd come on the show so much, man, like, he's a friend of the family. Dog, it's been a busy year. I know, I know. Yeah, it's sad, man. Yeah, F in the chat for Hoffman. He was a real one, man. This dude, the stories he would tell about, man, he's probably the only. I'll say this differently. I don't believe that Richard Hoffman of BWE Firearms would likely be able to maintain his FFL and keep it in good standing in the current climate. The way things are going with the additional BS that FFLs have to go through. I just got a text from somebody that said they may be able to help you with some stuff and some stuff. So if you want help on some stuff, to hit them up about talking about some stuff, which we can do offline. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The Godfather of machine guns, absolutely, yeah. And his wife died. Yeah, yeah. It honestly that's kind of how it happens, unfortunately.
A
At
broken heart is a real thing.
Oh, for sure. F is paying respect. It started out, it's a cheesy thing, but basically what it is there was a Call of Duty. I'm not a video gamer. I don't know exactly, but from what I understand, there was a Call of Duty where when in the campaign of the game, you press F to pay respects to a coffin in the game. So everyone kind of started this joke about, like, oh, F in the chat to pay respects for whatever. So it just kind of became a thing later on. So F in the chat is just kind of respect for the fallen. So, he helped me in a lot of ways. Hell yeah, man. He actually taught me a lot about, if an individual had the proper licensing and paperwork if they wanted to convert a semi-auto Uzi to a full auto Uzi. He was very informative. Hoff would say F them. Yes, he would. 100%. He gave 0 Fs, and he literally carried around a bag of shit attached to him for like 2 years. He was going through chemo for pancreatic cancer, and he had his intestines detached from his beehole, so he had his poo bag, right? And he would bust it out all the time and like make jokes about it and shit. And actually, because because Hoffman had his poo bag, we actually had, so he would rock a denim apron when he was in his gun shop making Uzi parts and shit, and he would literally fab Uzi parts like from stock metal. And to pay respects to Hoffman, we made a BWE Firearms tactical shit pack, which is a it's a fanny pack that is denim, or it's a denim print, and you can rock it crossbody like a little shit bag. So it's cool. Shout out to Hoff. We love you, brother. Um, but as we wind up here, anything else you wanna hit on? Are you into long range at all?
I've dabbled, but no.
Okay. Do you currently have anything that's like set up for medium to long range?
Close to medium. I have a more for plinking, like a 223 bolt action, and that thing's a
Okay.
blast, man. It's fun to
Yeah.
shoot. I've got it out. I think I reached out recently, got it out to like 500 yards,
Nice. Hell yeah.
so it's fun.
What are your thoughts on LPVOs?
I got one on that guy right there. Um, I like them. I think they're practical.
Okay.
It's not going to be as quick as something like an EOTech or Red Dot. It's not a true 1x magnification, 1.1 or whatever.
Hmm.
But they hold their place. I
What do
mean,
you
this gun, I think we also got out to like 5, or I think we got us to 5. I hit the ground right below 6 as we were packing up, and I'm like the silhouette was here, and I punched the ground right below it, and I'm like, oh, close enough.
damn. I would have
But
scared his ass.
yeah, they're very practical. It just depends on what weapon you're putting it on.
What are you running on it right now?
That's a that's the Vortex Strike Eagle FFP.
Okay. And
I wanted to see how they were. I got it to play around with it. I ended up I like it.
aren't
Um,
those 1 to 6 by 24?
this is 1 to 8,
Okay.
and it is first focal plane instead of their original second focal planes.
Okay. And what do
So
those
for
go
about
for?
$500 for a $500 LPBO, they're nice.
Dang, $500. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I got to be honest. I was really, really impressed looking through the Burris RT6, I think it is. And I love the Burris pepper mounts, the PEPR mounts,
Mm-hmm.
and the cantilever mount. And I saw so a gun shop close to me had one for 399, right? But for or no, 299. But for like 469, they have that was with no mount, with nothing, right? But for like 469, they have the Burris RT6, which is a 1 to 6 by 20 or 24. It's a small tube, but it's like 1 to 6 by 20 or 24, something like that. And it also has the pepper mount, which with a QD on it, which is good. Um, and the Burris fast fire dot on it too.
Yep.
So it's like under $500 and you get a, 1 to 6 by 24 or whatever, 2024, whatever it is, and the pepper mount and a $300 red dot. Shit, that's not a bad little
Was
setup.
it was that a first focal or second focal plane?
I'm not sure.
When you magnify the reticle, or when you magnify the optic, does the reticle stay the same size?
Yes.
Okay. That's good and bad. Second focal plane, the problem with it is that they're generally designed to be used at full magnification if you want the drop and whether it's a bullet drop compensator or it's mil dot or MOA. For that
Hmm.
to work properly and measure properly, you have to have it zoomed all the way in. And for those that don't know, focal plane is where the reticle exists or where it is in relation to the magnification. Second focal is where you
Okay.
zoom the optic and the reticle doesn't zoom in relation. So you have to go all the way in for the optic to be effective. With first focal plane,
Dang.
when you change the magnification, the reticle grows in relation. So you can always use the reticle properly with the distance measurements, no matter where you are. So
Interesting.
second focal plane is cheaper to manufacture. A lot of people use it, but first focal plane is the way to go if you can.
Well, that's probably why it's like $300.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's why it was like the Vortex was like interesting because it's $500 but for first focal plane.
Damn.
So, this one has a bullet drop compensator. So it's 200, 300, 400, 500 yards. So no matter where you are, you can approximately put that mark on your target and hit it.
Yeah, I honestly, I like to uh, throw an LPVO on one of my guns. Most of my guns are like little bad guy guns, right? Like the guns that guys have in the movies, like PDWs 10.3. I do have a 14.5 with a permanently attached brake on it. It brings it to 16.1 or whatever, and or a little more, but over 16 inches. And then also, I mean, most of my guns, the only full carbines that I have, like 16-inch rifles, are an AK and some 22s, and I have some. Oh, even my shotguns. My shotguns are all sub 18 inches, so I don't even have like a full size rifle. So if I wanted to put together like a 14.5 to 16-inch 5.56 and just have something that's like you know close to medium range, I
I
think I
think an
think
LPBO would do well on a 14.5 or a 16.
yeah, that's kind of
Um,
what I was thinking.
I don't know that I would put an LPVO on anything shorter than that because it's a
Yeah,
big optic. You're adding some decent weight. I don't know that you're really reaping the benefits of it
yeah.
under 14.5.
Because the purpose of a smaller package is to move faster, to be able to hit corners, to be able to, you're kind of taking away from the benefits that you get from running a smaller
Yeah.
gun, a shorter
Now,
package.
small packages are still effective. Look, just to be
Yeah,
clear here.
yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not going to take anything away from you, Jonah.
Yeah.
So Integrity
Um,
Firearms has a question. He says, "Question for Big Mac Defense, and if you get it right, I got a surprise for you. What is the
I don't want
proper?"
another. Don't send me any more of those pics. I don't. You send me enough of those. I
Did
know what
were
he's
were
trying with
they
it, but
were they feet
no.
pics or I'm just kidding. What
Yeah,
is the proper gear pre-check? So what are
that's
we
a
talking about
generic
here?
question. Gear in what sense? Are we
Like,
talking like with guns, like
yeah, you talking like
plate carriers? Like what are we checking here?
TTPs, SOP, like what referring to what?
Yeah,
Like make ready?
like gun gear pre-check.
And I will say that one of the things I've run into, especially if you ever take a course where you have an instructor and then you have an instructor also taking the course. Oh my god, SOPs and TTPs and all this shit, they could be different. So before you get busy, first off, before you get busy, she puts the condom on you with her mouth, and then I'm just kidding. We don't use condoms. All right. So I guess you want me to go through my like procedure, and then
Yeah, go for it.
I could see if he's so if I'm in full kit, right, or even let's just say half kit, right, like gun belt, pistol, and then not even like a chest rig, just like rifle on me, right, and it's load and make ready, right, so magazine magazine goes in, right, bolt back, chamber around. This is all unsafe, of course, assuming that I'm starting from a safe gun.
You're
And
talking about
then,
pistol or rifle?
so I'm rifle. So charging handle back, right? Visually watch, as you let go, watch the round go in, right? and then I give the forward assist a tap, and then I fold the whatchamacallit, the dust cover closed. I pull out the magazine. I look at it to make sure that the round had gone in, that it had switched sides. I put the magazine back in. I give it a tug to make sure that it is indeed in there, and then obviously I take a quick glance at it again to make sure it's still on safe, and then I drop that, and then I take my pause. I'll give a quick 5-second tap to my light to make sure it's running, and then give a double tap, and just to kind of make sure anything powered on my rifle is powered on and good to go. So that means optic, light, anything, laser, whatever else is on it, check to make sure that everything works appropriately. And then rifle goes back down and it's resting either in necklace carry or on my 2-point sling. Then I get my pistol, take out my pistol, charge it, decock it because it's the M9A3, with the it's decock only, so there's no safety on it. And then take the magazine out. I do it slightly different. I don't press check with the magazine in there because that fudges up the rounds in the magazine, the following rounds below it. So I take out the magazine, I do a press check, let go, magazine in, and then after it's already been decocked, so I decock it, put it in the holster, and then lock the SLS, or if it's an ALS, whatever, lock that. And then I literally just do a touch for each of my magazines. Oh, and before I reholster the pistol, I check light, laser, and all that shit on the pistol, right? And then holster that. And then I do a touch test on my belt. So I literally do pistol mag, pistol mag, pistol mag, rifle mag, and then I got knife, pistol, and then my tourniquet, and then my bleeder, my IFAK behind me, and then anything else I have on me. I may have like knife in my pocket. I do like a quick little touch of everything. That's like my and then ear pro too. So I mean, it depends what you're like. Are you in full kit? You have everything. Do you have nods? Do you have it? Like that's like my TTPs for like everything. I don't know, SOP, whatever you want to call it.
Why don't we throw you for a loop here?
Throw me.
What if you're in the dark?
So I've practiced that in the dark because I
But you remember you said with the rifle, you're gonna pull the mag out, look at the mag, you're gonna check the chamber. How do you change all that up?
This is true. The only difference is that I literally touch it. And when I'm talking about looking at the magazine, I don't know if you noticed when I pulled out my hand, I with my finger was like you'll see that it moved to the other side. So as I take that out, I literally put my finger on it. The other thing is when you charge around in your rifle, do the old reach around, little dingle dangle, and just give it a touch and just make sure it's physically there. Because when you're in the dark and imagining that if you literally could not see anything, being able to do all that, and that's why I touch on my belt and not look at it, and know that I can do everything in the dark without literally seeing anything. But like with nods or anything, I don't know shit about that.
No,
And
I
the
mean
other
you just
thing is
with
like,
knots. You're not relying. Seeing close up, there's so basically you have a couple focusing mechanisms on here. You have your back as the ocular. That's gonna what's kind of it adjusts the prescription of your eye, and in the front you have your focus. You don't really want to fuck with that stuff once you set it. There's a couple different ways,
yeah,
but when you're looking, just like the human eye, without refocusing it, you're focused 25 to infinity, 25 yards to infinity. When you're up close, everything's blurry. The way to fix that or kind of get around that is there's an iris lens on here. So I can
okay.
open up the eye. So when I close the iris,
Oh, I
everything
can
that's up
see it.
close comes into focus.
But if
Um,
you fuck with that, then you're gonna have to readjust it
well,
when you're
this is
about.
the iris is an easy adjustment. The iris, all you're doing is changing the amount of light coming into the unit.
Okay, okay,
You're not changing your focus. So once you open back up the iris, you're at your normal focus. And then you can close it. If there's a lot of ambient light, you close your iris slightly to cut that ambient light coming into the unit.
gotcha.
But yeah, you're not really relying on your night vision to do those checks at night. You're doing the same thing you just said at the touch.
Oh, so he's saying make ready starting from head to toe. So you're talking full kit, helmet, eyes, ears, rifle, pistol, like all that shit.
That's a lot. I check that
Yeah.
stuff before I go out.
Yeah, that's a I thought what I just went through was long and boring.
Yeah. Like when I'm going to the range, I'll check my belt and stuff. I'll check my Cobra buckles, make sure everything's locking. I'll check that all my Molly and everything's attached properly. But that's like pre donning equipment and even leaving the house.
Let me ask you this. This is an important question, okay? Have you ever put on your gun belt and accidentally only clicked one of the Cobra clips in? That's
No,
happened before.
I didn't know you could do that. I just push it in and it clicks and you verify that both of them pop out.
You're probably not 250 pounds though.
I was 225.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
I'm down
210 now.
I'm down to below 250. I just want to say
Nice.
that. Getting in shape, you know what I'm saying? Look at this bod. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. I'm not. Jonah's actually, getting big gains. Big gains.
dude, I just ran a 4.25 miles today. It's my first time doing that in years.
4.25 miles.
Yeah. In one go. No stopping.
Fuck that. You don't belong here. I'm just kidding. You're too good for us. I'm just kidding.
Bro, it's hard to
Always
run
load
at
pistol first.
210 pounds, man. It's a lot of weight to carry around. Your knees beat up and
Always load pistol first because you will forget.
well, not if you're running through your checks properly.
That
Why
so
how
I
do you know
just
you wouldn't forget your rifle if you don't do your rifle first?
yeah, I just always do my rifle first because that's so when I'm doing like head to toes, the first thing is helmet goes on, ears go on, and then ears turn on. But I've found so one of the things that like one of my buddies does is he'll put everything on and then go through everything electronic at like one stage. So and he's had like official training, so maybe that was like the way that they did it because for me to put my helmet on and my ear closing my ear pro on, then I'm like silent. Like I'm going to turn my ear pro on right away, you know? He's like, "Okay, put everything on, put all your shit on, charge everything, and then when you get to the electronics part of your TTPs, then you check your light, you turn on your optic, you turn on your ear pro, you turn on your laser, you turn on your." I'm like, "Fuck that." Like, no helmet, we die like men. Yeah, but this is a Team Windy helmet, which Jonah actually helped me get too. I'm just saying. I think everyone's everyone's shit's kinda different. See, I told you I had such a big head that, my shit looks small on my shit where is it? Dang it, it's in the other room. My helmet looks small on me, but it's because I have a big ass head. Sport Brand, what's up, bro? Gerchop has been asking about you. He's worried. He's real worried. Barbell pumps for the pistol dumps. Swole is the goal, size is the prize. Let's fucking go. That's what's up. Pre-flight check. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like a lot of people's SOPs, TTPs, whatever you want to call them, or load make readies are kind of different. That looks fresh, man. Is that hold on, let me is that Team Windy or Ops Core?
Team Wendy.
Team Windy? Is that ballistic?
No, this is just the bump.
The bump? I thought
Got
you had the chin strap on for a
the
second.
amps, the ops core amps on the back.
Okay, do
Got
you
metal.
actually like those?
I like the amps. I hate the arms.
Okay, because I've
Hate
heard
them.
some mixed things about those.
Yeah, the arms aren't great. The amps are fantastic. Shitbag
Oh,
patch.
hold on, I found my helmet. Hold on. Ow.
Oh, Graham, you missed out this weekend. That NC Goon Gaggle event got some nice patches. Oh, this one. This is the best patch. Duncan D's nuts.
I think this is the best patch. Tyrant Killer. Some may consider that to be extreme. And boom, I just put my headphones in where my ear pro is supposed to be, and boom. So I saw a guy. Oh, hold on, let me go dark. There you go.
I would
I,
do it. I don't have a J arm right now. I sold my other unit, and
dude,
I
I
sold my
need to
J
send
arm to him.
you. I need to send you the J arm setup I got, but you
Oh, that's
can't
right, the one you
tell.
printed.
No,
How much for that? No, not 900. Like 350 for the bump setup. I mean, not everything on the bump, but for like what he has minus the G24 mount and the ear pro, 350. Just the base helmet.
yeah, it's great. I can't even feel that. See, it's great. You can bump with it. But the Tyrant Killer patch is it's a tough thing to come by.
Oh,
So,
Bob wants to know the difference between thermal and NV.
well, thermal sees heat, NV sees
Yeah,
all.
well, thermal sees IR.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not that it matters. So basically, night vision is going to take in light photons and amplify them. Probably cut the lights off and show the view through here.
Yeah, do it. Oh,
And we could
actually, you know what?
what?
You know what is against YouTube's TOS?
Oh, hold on. That's ITAR. Not going to do that.
Night
So you
vision and
know that
thermal.
looking through this unit, even providing a public view of it on YouTube, is against ITAR.
So maybe that's why YouTube says you're not allowed to show you. I mean, honestly, you can go ahead. It's not going to be a problem if you want to. But trust me,
L3 will screw me.
no
But
one is going to see this.
basically, night vision is taking in light photons and amplifying them through a series of it's an image intensifier tube in here. It's called, and it's phosphor in there. That's the compound. Um, so it will allow you to literally see in the dark. What you could see in the daytime, you will see at night, but not in color. It's going to be like a whitish, bluish hue, and you'll just see it's like grayscale, but in blue almost. Um, Thermal is going to pick up IR signatures, which is translated through heat, and it will display what you're looking at in a series of modes or different series of modes. So you can have white hot, where things that are hot will glow white and everything around them is black. Black hot, which everything around it's white, black glows, or heat glows in black. Then you have outline modes. So you can look at a target and it will outline the object you're looking at. The big difference is you can navigate pretty easily under these because you can see everything.
He said
Um,
that's I tarded.
it is. You can navigate under night vision fairly easily. Under thermal, you can't see small differences in the landscape. All you can see is IR heat signatures. So if you're just standing still and you're trying to find a coyote at a couple hundred yards, thermal is what you'll want.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to move around a little bit, night vision what you want. Or if you spend more money, you could get night vision with a thermal overlay, and that's best of both worlds. You have night vision; it will literally outline your target. It's pretty cool.
That would be sick. That would be sick.
Yeah.
I heard somebody, I think maybe they said it earlier in the stream. I don't know if they're still here, but they had said get thermal before night vision. And I don't know. I've run some thermal shit before, and I night vision is the superpower, and I feel like thermal is the addition to the superpower.
What's your use case? Is what I would ask. For
Yeah, like
most people, helmet mounted thermal isn't all that great.
yeah, I was able to I went on a coyote hunt, and I borrowed my buddy's Scar 17S with a I don't even know how I mean it was into the well into the thousands thermal scope on it. Now at the time, this is like probably 5, 6 years ago. Thermal has definitely advanced in the last 6 years or so. So
Oh, dude, a lot.
a lot. So like you're saying, there was so I was looking at shit like leaves pick up IR pretty heavily, right? So I'm looking through trees and leaves and bushes and shit like that. And I finally found something. I didn't take anything on this hunt. There just was not any coyotes. We had mad calls, we had hand calls, we had an electric call out there, and we had all sorts of stuff. And it just was not working. It was not drawing any coyotes. But There was a point where I saw something on the railroad tracks, their abandoned railroad tracks, and it was walking down, and he kept blending in with all the shit in the background because everything else is soaking in so much IR that, like, I couldn't see the difference, and then I would see movement and be like, "Oh, shit, there he is," and I lost him again. I think it was a fox, though. I don't think it was a coyote. It wasn't tall enough to be a coyote.
Yeah. DB. He asked, does it have the dial retention? Yeah, it's their OCC dial.
Yeah.
Push it in, and there's wires here that go around the helmet. When you spin it, it tensions the sides against your head.
Here, listen to this, TV. That's the retention.
Yeah, so when you pull it out, it loosens it. And then, too many choices. Chest rig. I just became a dealer for G Code. They make some serious products, man. It's all Berry compliant, made in the U.S. G Code's actually made here in North Carolina, which I didn't know.
Just don't get Moonlight Industries.
I've never heard of them.
Well, it's funny that you haven't heard of them because well, I'll say this. So if you guys have ever seen that verifiably false video of the pretend ATF agents coming to a pretend door to try to collect pretend FRT 15s.
Was that where they're like standing outside on like the gravel road in front? And he's like, I make products for Navy SEALs.
Yes.
Okay.
And she
Yeah.
has a AR-500 gong in a plate carrier. Tell me you could tell that that was an AR-500 gong.
I didn't see that.
Like at Walmart, you can buy a white AR-15 gong. I actually made this thing. I never posted it because I was just like, oh, it's just I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna bust on them too much. But let me see if I can find it here in my screenshots. So I took a picture of her out front wearing the plate carrier, which clearly had an AR-15 or AR-500 gong in it. And then I went on Walmart.com and then I grabbed a picture of here. Here, I'll do full screen real quick. Who wore it better? I mean, she's definitely rocking a gong in that thing. Like you can see the two little circles on the
I've
edge.
met ATF agents. They don't dress like that.
Yeah, no, they do not. And they
They
also
show up in jeans and New Balance sneakers.
look at the edges of the plate carrier.
Is it the sunlight doing that though? It's hard to tell.
Oh no, you can look through the whole video and it's clear that she's got straight up an AR-500 gong. You know what she has in there? That. So anyway, boob armor. So female armor is slightly different. Or you know what? If you guys have shopped at Walmart, you know it could have been this one. I know
Shows you
you've
where to
seen.
shoot.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah, but dude, ATF, when you deal with an agent, they'll show up in a sweatshirt, dad jeans, and literally some white New Balances. That was their dress code. They're not showing up in full kit to get a trigger back. Come on.
yeah, I don't believe it was legitimate. I don't think. Look, and I may be wrong, but look, here's what I believe. If this person, and I know, look, we had Print Shoot Repeat on the show before. I am a fan and a viewer of Print Shoot Repeat. Love the guy. He's cool, and he's been advertising Moonlight Industries rigs. But here's what I believe: if a company is willing to sacrifice their own honesty and integrity and go out there and make a fake video to go viral because they know what'll go viral and they stage something like that because the first thing it wasn't an incident, it was a commercial. I'll put it like that because the first thing he says is, "Oh, I own Moonlight Industries and I make stuff for Navy SEALs and I make the green carrier kit. Oh, I see you got on those cryo precision pants and whatever." It's like, bro, come on. Like this is not an ATF interaction. This is a commercial. So I yeah, I'm sorry. That's not a company for me if they're gonna go out and do some shit like that. That's all I'm saying. Now, does he make some dope shit? Yeah, the shit looks pretty dope. He makes like a
He
Louis
makes it for
Vuitton.
Navy SEALs.
Yeah, because Navy SEALs use companies that we've never heard of, right? They don't use, all these go fast companies and Cryo Precision and all that. Hey, come on, PLA, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Double G size. Yeah, they use no name companies who got famous off of a fake viral video. That's who they use. We all know that to be true.
Yeah, but G Code, man, they make some cool stuff.
Yeah, sorry, I
Um,
didn't need to go in and do all that. Make a gong song like the thong song. That gong, 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 ting. I remember seeing what is it that guy GY6 vids or whatever, and he was
what
do
happened to him?
I don't know, I haven't seen him in a minute, man. I mean, he grew to like get a pretty big channel. Like the dude
Yeah, he
was.
made cool stuff. It just disappeared.
So one of the videos he was doing, he was shooting, right? And then it was like ting, ting, ting. And then the camera pans over and he's over there holding a steel target with a hammer, like
I saw
ping,
that.
ping. And he was like, oh shit, dropped it and ran. I was like, bro, that is so what all the dudes that I met at IV 8888 and all the other events and XCal and SHOT Show and all to all you guys that introduced yourself to me as an influencer, that's y'all. I'm an influencer. All the business cards that I got that said influencer on it, like, bro, yes, you have influence, you have reach, but don't call like imagine if you met a teacher, right? And a teacher said, I'm an influencer for the county. Like, what? Bro, that's just I don't know. It's somebody that in my opinion, I believe they are a little bit egotistical to call themselves an influencer. You could say I'm a content creator, or I have a YouTube channel, or I own a YouTube channel, or something, anything else other than I'm an influencer. That makes it sound like you put on beauty products and simp for money, you fucking
Just put
bags.
on gun products and simp for money.
I know,
Similar.
right? Bravo 6, going dark. I mean, I
Isn't
can't
it the
really do
most
that.
satisfying click when that thing locks into place? That little bit of
Solid,
resistance.
solid as hell. Oh, mine has no resistance. It's super. I'm just kidding. I think mine's fake. I'm just playing. No, dude, mine is legit, man. I love it. Dude, you know what though? Honestly, I think you're gonna be surprised when you get that J arm.
Yeah,
I need to get
I'm curious to
hardware.
see it. And
Yeah,
I have the new noise fighters one coming, not new, but a new one. So let me know when it's. I'll side by side them.
yeah, I need to get what are they like? They're under $200, right?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like 150 ish. Under. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I should get one just to get one, but I do need to set these up with some hardware and put I think once you see it and get it in your hands and like have it, I know which part you're concerned with, which is the wedge that goes in there. But that's either like A replaceable or B it's able to be you know, um what's it called when you enhance it? I forgot the word. It's late. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Also, those
Um,
shout noise fighters, really good company. They make some really cool products. They got a new pano bridge coming out, which is cool.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
Re-
aluminum pano bridge,
reinforced. That was the word I was looking for.
reinforced.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm on one tonight. Was it claimed to be real? Yes, 100%. He contacted Mr. Guns and Gear and sent it to him, amongst a lot of other people as well. I
But is he
introduced.
talking about your mount?
Oh, no, no, no. We're talking about, he's like, enhance. He's talking about the video, the Moonlight
Oh,
Industries video. I introduced myself as an under the influencer. Yes, absolutely. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Guys, the reality is that, like, we got a lot of places to go for stuff, right? And one of the reasons that I was talking to you guys, I was like, the reason I go to like Ammo Squared for some of my ammo is because it makes it as easy as possible. They know what I want, they know what I want to spend, and it's just simple. And the shit gets shipped to me when I want, right? This is the same kind of thing. Jonah is one of us. He launched his own thing, Big Mac Defense. Let's try to support him. If you guys do have any inquiries, hit him up. He will do every single thing he can to help you, to get you the best parts and best firearms or best whatever possible for the best price. And let's show him some love, right? This is kind of like our responsibility in our community to reach out and to help everyone around us, right? So let's make sure that we can help support one of our own, and whether it's something like thousands and thousands of dollars on night vision or $150 handguard that I hit him up for, whatever it is, contact him. What's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Honestly, I'm a phone call person, man. Hit me up on text me, call me. A number's posted on our website, Facebook. You can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want. I'm on all of it.
Damn, are you saying that they can actually call your cell phone?
Yeah, the number on my
Holy
website goes right to
moly.
my cell phone.
Damn, I was about to
I
post your
per-
phone number on the banner up here, but I won't do that to you.
it's my Google Voice number. I use that for the business.
There you go. But they can also find you on Instagram.
Instagram,
Uh,
Big Mac Defense, Facebook.com/, Big Mac Defense, and then
nice.
BigMacDefense.com.
Hell yeah, word. And is there anything in firearms, firearm components, parts, and pieces and shit that you won't do?
Not really.
Mustache rides, tattoos.
Everything.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, once pending the SOT suppressors too, I'll do a little bit of everything.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. Dude, I appreciate, man. Appreciate you coming on, and it's cool to learn a little bit more about you, your company. Obviously, you've been doing this for a minute, so launching your own shit. That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. And to all you guys out there, make sure you hit up Jonah, Big Mac Defense on Instagram, on his website, on Facebook, all that. Show him some love. And whether it's, I don't know about ammo around this this week, this day, today, tomorrow, maybe tomorrow is better, maybe next week is better. But whether it's ammo, parts, accessories, optics, he can get you the best deal on Holosuns, the best deal on lights, the best deal on anything from optics to lasers and night vision shit and thermal, anything related to that. I think a lot of people, they kind of thought of you as like, oh, you're the night vision guy, right? And then they go buy like, ammo or a handguard or a barrel from somebody else. But, go to Jonah,
Everything.
hit him up, ask him. Um, I love you too, Montana.
And even if I can't get it, I'll go become a dealer for the company that sells it, and I'll still get it.
This is true. This is true. He will. He's done that before. And if he sees something that's dope, like the shot timer or like he'll get it. He'll become a dealer. He'll get it. He'll test it out. He'll see if he likes it. He'll report on it. And then if it's good, he's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll sell it." Or if he finds some dope ass OTF knives, right? And he's like, "Oh, mine's over there." I actually finally started to kind of clean my desk up a little bit. Now I do. Okay, I will say, I do have this, which is a newer knife from Tack Knives. Let me show this off real quick. So this is a bayonet blade from Tack Knives. Let me swoop this here. Swoop. So it's glowy blue, right? And I have little witness marks on the screws just so I can see if it ever turns. But this thing is freaking solid, and it's like I think under 50 bucks or like 50 something. And the bayonet blade is freaking money, and they actually sharpen the backside of the bayonet blade. So it's legit, and the action on this thing is freaking crispy. So if you're looking for an inexpensive bayonet blade, they also make it in Warncliffe and Tonto and some others, and I think Drop Point as well. If you're looking for a glowy blue, they also make like red, but some other colors. If you use code DARK on tack knives, you save 20% on your order, even if you want an OTF razor knife, because these are dope too. But bunch of these available. These are awesome. And no, it is not a $500 Microtech, but you know what? It's still a great knife. So on tack knives, if you use code DARK, you get 20% off. So go show them some love. Also, if you look in the description, you're going to see links for Goonbeam, for Gideon Optics, which if you use code DARK on Goonbeam, if you use my link and code DARK, you save money. If you use my link and code GLOWIES with Gideon Optics, you save money. And everything else that's in there is all set up for you guys to save money, but it also supports the channel too. And shout out to Crypto Pirate, bro. If you're out there, Crypto Pirate, I just got an alert that you sent me money on Cash App, like just out of the blue on the random tip. So love you, buddy. All you guys to support. I love all y'all. Got mine dark. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I saw you placed an order too. Well, I mean, you showed me that you placed an order. I don't mean that to sound weird. Like I'm watching you. But let's show him some love, right? And let's show the companies that show us some love too. Also to include um, AR takedown tool. Jesus, I'm sorry. That whole thing, that whole I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram the Shadow Systems at Home gun that I put together. I did that with the AR takedown tool. Super quick. Son of Murray, what up? All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate all you guys. Show them some. Why do people hate on Nickelback? Because it's Nickelback, bro. Maybe I'll have you guys vote on what production gun I'm gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it up to the people. Anyway, I love y'all so much. We'll go ahead and wrap up. And remember, as we wrap up, remember the rules. Okay. Rule number one is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind. Rule number two is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed. That is the way that the world works. And I tell you guys this all the time, right? I say, bless others, you'll become blessed. A hand that's open to give is open to receive, right? Well, let me tell y'all something. So y'all know that I don't currently have a job. I'm working on something on the side during normal business hours. I'm kind of helping starting a business, which I think will be good for us in the future. But right now, I'm not bringing any income in, right? Well, out of nowhere, I had a Ghost Gunner 3 posted on my website on DLD Hardware. I sell jigs, gun building stuff up there, and I've had it up there for I don't know, a year, right? And I just dropped an ass load of money, thousands and thousands of dollars, and out of nowhere, a dude comes through, buys a $2,600 Ghost Gunner right before I'm about to have to pay an over $2,000 bill. It's like the Lord will provide, right? I literally got that tattooed on the inside of my arm. The Lord will provide. Even when shit gets hard, as long as you continue to bless others and not focus on yourself, you'll become blessed. Shit just works out. Sorry, I just wanted to add that little story in there. But also, rule number three, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, folks, we're out. Show Jonah at Big Mac Defense some love, and let's support the companies that support us. And we'll see y'all later. Peace. And to all you guys that stuck around even after the outro, I want to add this. Next week, the store will be up. There's going to be some, well, I'll just call it what it is. There's going to be some delightful anti government propaganda available in the store. And some of it's gonna be related to some of the stuff that y'all are used to, the beautiful F the ATF stuff that you're used to, but also, I'm gonna be doing another giveaway next week, and there may be some cool things in there, maybe some sharp things in there. So you have to make sure you make every single DLD After Dark stream and focus on your water, your food, your shelter, security. By the way, I was watching a uh, Black Scout Survival live stream, and he said exactly, make sure you get your water, food, shelter, security on point. I was like, have you been watching some DLD? Love y'all. Peace.